way it was worth the thing.
Grab this one.
The freezer's so far away. I'm kidding. Dinner, we gotta start soon.
Oh my
God.
Which laptop is mine?
The other one I got? Oh, that's nice too. It's code. It's code for
Everything electronic with him is mystical. Else.
It's funny. Bought the apple pie.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Jason can't have
Yeah,
it.
have that.
He can
Yes,
have
okay.
that.
Oh,
Great,
did you hear?
baby.
You hear that? Oh, yeah.
We have to go. Wait, you can have the thing.
The flat one is the pizza.
What?
Flat one. I'm number one twice. I'm number one twice.
Right?
I love it.
Like I was saying,
Everything. Imagine that. Always like
it pops up on the inside of the batter that I use. As the ice cream.
Is that like fried ice?
Yeah. Just like fried ice. Exactly.
Oh, I know. Fix some of the wall stuff was falling down.
I'm gonna be able to
It's
go
the
in.
humidity.
You can unplug mine if yours.
We had a heat. It was a little humid in here. So some of the glue backing uncurled. But I'm keeping it up for now because I can see there's a
Yeah,
couple other
that's fair.
spots I need to fix.
Okay.
You can plug it in there, sweetie. You grab my Dextile.
God, I love how everyone has giant laptops except for Carolyn.
I like my
She's got her little prissy tablet.
It's cute.
I've got my giant Smith and Wesson monitors.
I could use my phone.
Look at me that well. You options you'd like.
Yeah, because me looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing is what turns you on.
already. That's really
That's
nice.
not how all adoptions work. Sometimes
Oh
people
no,
die,
I was
sometimes...
Hi, happy Monday, everybody. Ignore the black dark cloud over there in the corner. Mr. Grumple Uppagus.
You know, I just realized that our chat on Facebook was Monday Night Gain, Gane, not games. Yeah. So, but it was Gane, so it's not even gain spelled right.
Funny enough, I am taking creatine.
So I just fixed that because
Why
it was
would you do that?
bothering me.
Start early.
Why?
Mhm.
It helps promote. Creatine isn't just for gaining muscle if you don't already have it. Creatine helps re-stimulate the muscles you already have. So when I started working out again, it was just an easy way of re-stimulating my muscles so that I could gain more instead of having to rebuild what I had.
Well, you know, they have these liquid shots you can take.
Well, no, I don't.
Just take it right in the ass.
I have random drug tests for my job, sir. I can't do that.
Are steroids illegal in your job?
Technically, steroids are illegal regardless.
No.
No,
Steroids are medically needed for some
horse
things.
steroids are illegal to take.
Well, no, steroids, if you need them for medical purposes, yes, but as somebody who doesn't need them for
it's
medical
technically
purposes,
not OTC. You
Yeah.
have to have a prescription.
it is a controlled substance.
But you can just say you have a prescription. And you'll
Yeah,
get all
no,
super
they
bulky,
actually asked
and you'll
me.
get angry, and you'll like rage, and you'll be like a permanent barbarian rage all the time. Be epic.
I wish it were that easy, except for the fact that my job has the right as a private corporate entity to ask if it is prescription and for the paperwork.
I can print you up some paperwork. It's easy.
Um,
AI can do everything.
They will call the doctors and
I
everything.
can create an AI chatbot that'll sound like a doctor. Yes. Evan is on steroid prescriptions because if he's not, he'll be 25 feet tall. He takes steroids so he can be a normal person.
So, where did we last leave off?
Nicholas is like, okay, he's on one of his tangents tonight. It's time. It's time to rein him in.
I have a note here that says the quartermaster compromised a caravan route found in Halston's.
So,
Oh, we stopped
where we
were
last left off,
gambling.
the team had journeyed to Halston's farm to collect the debt, but found a wasteland of dead crops, rotting livestock, and an unnatural carnivorous plant.
That I almost tamed.
Almost.
Pretty sure it's
But you say that a lot about your
Did you
characters.
try it?
I plugged it in.
After a tense battle, the plant was destroyed, revealing Halston's half-digested corpse. Investigating his home, the team uncovered secret tunnels leading to smuggling catches, where stolen weapons supplies had been
Aren't that
recently
expensive?
moved. A barrel
it's
of
not
green
my
goop,
laptop.
known for mutating life, was found seeping into the ground. After sealing the tunnels
me to
with
print it?
fire, they recovered a satchel of foreign gold, hinting at wealthy backers.
I don't think so.
Back in Havenstead, their contact confirmed the stolen goods could arm a mercenary force. With questions mounting, conspiracies deepening, it's the following morning, and you guys are on your way to the caves of chaos, I believe, where we last left off. Because you finally made the decision to pursue the caves of chaos, thinking that maybe it's all connected somehow to the smuggling and all the activity that's been going on. Bastion.
Yeah, you could print out my sheet.
Early morning, journeying towards the caves. It might take 1 or 2 days to get there. You're not entirely sure. Yes.
We want to keep an eye out for shiny minerals, rocks, gems, jewels. So shiny minerals and rocks. For the
Well, there's lots of rocks all over the place.
shiny and awesome rocks.
Well, what's your passive perception?
Because the Merchant Guild Master is looking for anything shiny minerals, rocks, gems, jewels, that kind
True.
of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
You
would
want to keep
bird
an
dog
eye out for
sort of
that?
thing.
Anyone focused on that during your journey? What is your passive perception?
13.
14.
Okay.
Pretty sure mine is 13.
I will
Okay.
check his. His is,
Merriweather, what is your passive perception?
yours is 13.
12. And are you taking your turtle mount with you? Okay. Question of the day: are you guys riding individual mounts? Or are you taking a wagon yet again,
Like,
hiring it from the?
Did we
stable?
leave Kevin?
Yes.
We
he is
left Kevin
staying
again?
behind, Yes.
I don't know. Okay, if we take a wagon, if we have treasure, we could bring it back,
Well, the only person
but
that
it'll take longer.
the only
And
those
we'll look
three
like a
can
caravan.
actually ride their pets. I can't.
I can't ride my
Sure.
pet. My pet's the same size I
Yeah,
am.
but you fly.
Yeah, so there's no point.
We need
The only person that actually needs a mount for mount speed is
Is him.
her.
We need some help here. She's a cleric. Her major stat is wisdom. She has a +4. All right, let's show you your. No,
I mean, technically, you're
no,
her.
it's +2. That's your save.
I'm all of your guys'
Never
mounts. I can literally throw you in the lantern.
What's your walking speed?
30 feet?
30. I'm looking at your character right now. Why did I ask you?
Hey, your walking speed says it's 30. What's your walking speed?
30.
Dirty 30.
Dirty 30.
30.
So
That is going to be a critical nat 20 for duh.
a survival check as you begin to plan.
Wait. Yeah, do we want to take a wagon or a horse?
I like horses.
Yes, but we have just a horse
I can
or a
braid
horse
his
and
hair.
wagon. Don't put glitter in it.
Every time it barks, little puffs of glitter come out its butt.
Somebody say fart?
No, even better yet, she does the jelly bean curse.
Oh my god.
Every time it poops, it comes out like jelly beans. She collects them and then passerbyers, she sells it to
I want to do that now.
them.
I got some good shit here.
Would you
Yeah,
like some
I got some
candy?
jelly beans,
Got some
baby.
You had some
Shit.
candy horse shit?
No, you don't mention the horse. You just say I got some good shit because it's good shit.
I got some good shit right here, man.
Because we're not lying.
Right. We're not lying, so we pass insight checks
Mm-hmm.
and deception checks.
We're furry, so.
Right. So they already know we're weird. Anyways.
So- Wagon and horses or just horses?
That depends. How hard are we going to look for these shiny objects?
We're gonna need something to carry them.
Well, initially you're traveling to the Caves of Chaos to do more investigating at the connection with the
I
smuggling
did
and
distinctly remember
the other
that we could
activities.
store things in the lantern.
not a whole lot of stuff
And
because
it's not the equivalent of a
The-
bag of holding. It's more like a space that allows fey creatures to exist. You
We can
can
put
store some things
some
in it.
things, but if we put too many things,
It'll
they will
fill up.
start leaking into other extra dimensional spaces.
part
We'll
of the
just
Fey
lose
Wild.
them.
So chaos,
Chaos, yeah.
but I'm neutral chaotic.
That doesn't mean that you
Mean
want to
shit.
lose your shit.
Eh. All right. Yeah, I guess we're taking the wagon.
Wagon, covered wagon. Let's make us look like a caravan of one.
I will start painting the canvas.
Yeah, no,
Somebody give me a survival check as you plot your course, the route that you're going to take.
Well, I'm assuming I'm the one that's
What's your
driving.
survival? Yes.
Mine's
Well,
about
I mean, I
+5.
could drive too.
My survival.
Mine is +4. Goth's is +3. You roll.
I'm surviving.
Terrifying.
I was gonna say I got +4.
That's 8.
I got a dirty
Mine for
20.
Dirty 20.
I
Eight.
rolled a 3.
What'd you get?
18 +4.
There's no accounting for bad
22.
rolls.
22.
Did you print my sheet out?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to grab it. I'll be right back.
I'm going to grab my character sheet.
I think I printed it.
I think I did. What was that?
I just got like
Violent.
shocked by the door handle.
Ah. It's my spell. I knew it. All things come full circle.
Next, he turns into a troll.
I like magic.
So you
Never
guys are
mind.
now plotting your course to the Caves of Chaos. There are two possible ways that you could go. One of the three ways, unfortunately, would be impenetrable or difficult to go through because it would take you directly through the forest, which would be very difficult with a wagon. So there's a route that goes north around the forest And then there's the route that takes the river, the edge of the river, all the way down for about a day and a half. You would then turn east and head towards the valley where the caves exist.
How long is it through the woods?
Don't we have a boat?
Over the hills and through the woods to
Hey,
grandmother's
you have
house.
your barge. That would probably cut it down to a day's worth of travel, but you still have to go inland to get to the valley. The problem is, it would probably take you longer with a wagon.
No, but how long through the wood without the wagon?
A day.
A day without the wagon?
Mm-hmm. The wagon adds an extra day and a half.
Let's skip the wagon.
We need something to be able to carry it, though. Maybe we can rent one closer.
Or whoever we kill and
We just
take their
shit
shit,
and their
we
wagon.
just take their wagon.
I love it.
I mean, that's not.
If said god of the world decides to,
Who would do that? Roll for persuasion.
Roll for obviousness.
God, can we have an enemies that have a wagon?
No.
Roll for obviousness.
I mean, they're killing and taking caravans, so of course they're going to.
So about that, I just rolled a 1.
Yeah, as you guys are traveling on horseback along the river's edge, heading towards the forest, because that is the fastest route. You watch as Goth gets hit by a lightning bolt, and he's like a furry matchstick. Like all of his fur sears off. His
He
ears are
shrinks
kind
up
of
to-
smoky.
I thought we were kidding.
Nope.
He is kidding.
You rolled a 1.
You rolled it. He didn't ask for it. You
I'm still alive. How much damage do I take?
You asked God for advice.
No, I'm
He
kidding.
gave you lightning bolt.
He is kidding.
Day 1 of your travels.
Is he?
The first half of the day, since you're doing horses, each of you it'll cost you 10 gold.
We only need one horse.
Oh, just for him.
Mhm.
So you're flying
She's on her turtle.
because the walking speed of a horse is 45.
I could just.
What's
you
your
made my
flies? What's
turtle.
everybody's fly?
I could just hang,
Turtle's 45.
I
So
could
you're
just
good.
hang on.
My
Turtle
Um,
on wheels.
yeah, 30.
You're 30.
Mhm.
So I mean, you two technically could travel on the land to keep pace with God,
Yeah,
Or sit on
we're
my
cheap. We're
shoulders.
gonna.
or
although-
sit on your shoulders. Yeah.
Do we want to take 2 horses?
Let's just say me and horses have an interesting relationship.
Yeah, you don't get your own horse.
Ever.
All right, we'll take 2 horses.
You
We'll
can
do
only
2
give me one
horses.
anyway.
He travels in the land.
20 gold total for the horses. Of course, they'll have to be returned.
So what happens if they die?
What happens if they don't?
Then it's 200 gold a pop.
Oh, okay.
So the day's journey starts off. The first half of the day is pretty simple. You follow the traditional caravan route that borders the river. Always keep an eye out for potential shiny things because of the.
Oh, look at that one! It's in the river. Look how shiny that is.
You should dive in and get it.
Yeah.
As you dive in, you realize it's something you're already wearing. It's like a monkey in the river.
It's a button you already have.
During the first part of the journey, everyone give me perception or investigation checks. Your choice.
Pen or pencil?
I
you okay
prefer
with that?
pens.
That's a natural one.
Mm.
You
I
said
am
perception
loving
check?
these rolls. So, for funsies, I took all of my d20s yesterday and rolled all of them.
Thanks.
There was
We're rolling what?
a 2,
Perception.
3 3s,
Or
Or
investigation.
3 4s,
Or
3
investigation.
6s. Yeah, I had a 7.
That's some cursed dice.
Yeah, I had 1 natural 20 out of all of them.
12. I got a 12.
14.
I got a dirty 12.
What'd you get?
Oh, I'm natural 1.
Plus
Oh, it's
perception or investigation.
perception 4.
So what?
No, it's just 4.
Dirty 12.
My perception is plus 3.
Okay, so 4.
I just want to call it
Okay.
figure, put it in the middle.
Goth, what'd you get?
It was a 15 plus 3, so 18.
I got another one.
Give me the finger. Pick a winner.
Yeah, because that's
This part of the journey is passing through farm.
something everybody on stream wants to
At the
see.
halfway point
I
of the
didn't actually
day,
pick it up my notes.
you even pass by Halston's farm because it's in. And you know the
Do we see his last cow still alive?
No,
yeah,
we gave
it's
them
it's
away.
in the new paddock because you
We-
gave it
we
to the
gave them away.
neighbors. So he's
2 cows.
yeah. So they look a little bit better, you know, and
You want to heal? We don't need to heal.
I fixed its ear.
Okay.
you're also on a busy part of the route, so there are caravans coming by you, and you're kind of going by them at the same time. For the most part, they kind of have that long traveled, haggard look, you know, because these caravan routes extend for weeks to the east and can extend.
Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
There's like this like oily kind of human looks exhausted. There's dirt all over his face. His hair's all stringy and oily. The person he's riding with looks exhausted, and all of a sudden you just hear Pia's voice. Prestidigitation. Prestidigitation. And then suddenly they're like immaculate. They're like looking at each other and then like looking around, not really sure what
I
what
make flower crowns. Flower crowns bloom on their head.
Molded earth.
Druidcraft.
They abandon their wagon and go running off into the field.
Wait, come back.
I would like to investigate the goods of the wagon.
Yeah, like they're gone. They've disappeared off into the field. You can just see like Acme style dirt contrails spitting up behind them as they're running.
Why would they abandon their stuff?
That will be a natural 20 plus 1.
You watch as Goth immediately reins in his horse, gets off his horse, goes over to the wagon, he flips up the
Guys,
canvas.
Bandit.
Flips open the wagon, the canvas, and pulls it aside. It is filled with fruits and vegetables, like stacked with crates of fruits and vegetables.
But I'm gonna go
What
try
kind
and
of
find
fruits and
them.
vegetables?
Don't ransack their stuff. Don't ransack their stuff.
What kind
Holding
of fruits
an
and
apple.
vegetables?
You guys watch as Goth leads
Feeding a
in, and he
turtle.
starts moving some of the burlap sacks and crates. Crates are unusually heavy.
Oh, smuggling.
Strangely. heavy. You begin to kind of push some of the apples aside, fold it up neatly inside the crate. 3 suits of chainmail armor.
You still don't want me to ransack their shit?
You then watch as you
I
go
take
to a
a
crate
bite.
full of like pears, and you shift the pears out of the way, and there's like 6 well-made helmets inside of it. You go to another crate, and then a burlap sack, and this wagon is filled with enough equipment to kit out about 25 people.
Maybe we need to
Weapons,
go find
armor.
It's like this is kind of the I want to look around if there's anything that looked the same from the description of the stuff that we found on the scrolls.
Based on your passive perception, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a match.
Oh crap, guys! I think this is where the caravan's at.
them. Is there a manifest?
Give me investigation as you look around for one.
I'm just eating this apple.
I'm gonna let you enjoy.
14.
Tucked underneath the bench seating is a small iron box. It's locked.
We're a little asleep.
You pick it up. It's rattling with coin, and there sounds like there might be something else inside.
Looks
of
like
it
it's
too.
crafted.
Can I?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, I was gonna say, can I bust open the lock with my fingers?
You can certainly try once she's done investigating it.
17.
It's definitely trapped. You can see a small needle inside the lock.
I don't have. I'm not a thief. I'm gonna try and disable the trap.
Give me sleight of hand.
Let me try.
Is there a possible way of helping with that?
Sure, you give her advantage. The two of you
Well,
are
they're
working on
outside.
it.
I'm the only other person in the wagon.
Well, she's not in the wagon. She's up at the front
I got a natty
underneath
20.
the seat.
Nice. That sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand.
21.
21. Do you have like a dagger or something that
Yeah.
you could use?
We do have
and
daggers.
mine, it's tiny.
Yeah. So you pull out your dagger and you begin to kind of twist into the lock, trying to find the tumblers.
Mhm.
It's a pretty simple lock, actually.
Mhm.
And you find that when you twist, it actually causes the little needle trap to break. And then the needle kind of pings off the side of your blade and becomes inactive.
Mhm.
And then you flip open the lid. There's a small journal inside, a folded up map, and about 100 random coins of copper, silver, and gold.
What you got there?
A journal, and then
I'm just looking over your shoulder, dripping apple juice on your shoulder.
a journal, coins, and a map.
Yep.
Oh, what's the map?
You unfold it. It is a pretty detailed map of the Caves of Chaos, of at least a section of it that you get the feeling that they're connected to.
Okay.
There also seems to be a small outcropping of rocks and trees about maybe... give me a survival check as you're examining the map, trying to figure out the connection to it.
+4, 16.
16. About a half to a mile outside of the valley,
Mhm.
there seems to be a small copse of trees and rocks that are indicated on the map. There seems to be a meeting point. There's like a little handwritten legend on there called Jump Off Point. And the valley's pretty large. So sections of the valley that they seem to be familiar with are marked on their map. So the very back end of the open set of the valley, there's 3 sets of caves that they seem to have marked. These also appear to be possible collection points as well. You get the feeling that they're either using the caves as a means of collecting weapons, or weapons are coming from there and are left at the drop-off point near that cache location that they've kind of indicated on the map.
How far away are we from it?
You're day and a half.
Okay.
Day and a half away.
Especially using the wagon.
If you take the wagon.
Good horses. Good horses.
But then we took them.
What the fuck do we do with all this stuff?
Well, she's probably going to eat most of it.
She's not going to eat the armor.
Give her half a chance.
She reaches in, pulls out an edge of the chainmail.
No!
Stop chewing on the chainmail.
I bop her on the head. No.
What's around us?
Do you want to go on the lantern?
The river,
So
you're
put
about
down
to
the
get to that
chainmail.
point where you can, if you stay on your horses, you're about to pivot inland and head towards the forest. So you're on the river's edge because they were coming in off the caravan route on the river's edge. Most of the fields are just rolling and open to your left, and then a separate kind of horse trail takes you in the direction of the forest.
Are we still next to Halston's farm?
No, you've already passed that.
How far away from the bastion are the town? How far away are we?
Half a day. You've already made it a half a day into your journey.
Do we want to take the ship back to the town, or do we want to bring it with?
What about the chainmail in the river?
I don't want to put the chainmail on the river. That's a waste.
Just like kind of hide it and put it in the water. It's not like it's going to go anywhere.
They'll go rest in it.
It'll get rusted.
It'll erode it.
It'll arrest it.
It's rusted.
We
Erode
can
it.
try and hide it when we
Erode
get
it.
to the woods.
Or we just keep it with us and pretend like
Put it on the boat.
we didn't bring the boat.
I thought we took the boat.
No, we took
Pretty
our-
sure the wagon wouldn't fit on the boat anyways.
Well, we
It
already know
would
that.
be a very tight fit.
Yeah.
Because the front of the boat does kind of like ramp down onto the ground because it's a barge, technically a small barge, but it would be a pretty tight fit.
We might want to take the stuff with us anyways, because we could always try. They were people, correct? The ones that ran away from the cart.
Yeah, they were people that were exhausted, hungry, and on the border of like delusional, suddenly with crowns of flowers, and they were made to look perfectly clean. They panicked and they ran.
They must have seen some shit.
No, I think they probably think that some kind of curse was on them or something, and they just freaked out.
Maybe
Or
they
maybe
were
just,
people who liked to be dirty, but they didn't want to be clean.
We freak them out by making them clean.
We basically now know that this
Show 'em
cart is going to be
kindness.
used for some sort of, I'd say, an ambush of some sort between all these paperwork and all this crap.
Well, they're taking the armor into the bastion.
What if we
Uh,
take
the,
it back?
the
though?
assumption they're
Well,
going
you can
towards the
read the
bastion.
journal. See if
Let's read the journal.
okay. You open up the journal.
Goth, keep an eye out for those guys coming back.
It
Okay.
is a
I will be maintaining
catalog.
watch.
It's a catalog of journeys that they've made.
Okay.
They don't go into the bastion. They seem to make their deliveries to Havenstead. There is a name in the journal as you read it. It appears that this is meant for the dwarf that goes by the name of Brig Stormhammer, who is the local blacksmith in the Havenstead.
And kind of cross comparing, was his name also in the ledger from the first amount of paperwork we found, the names that he found?
It's in there. There is a bribery amount connected to him as well.
Trying to put puzzle pieces together. Pia, your apple is all over me.
You're calling it out.
All right.
You want to share some? Here, have some.
I don't think she wants chewed food.
Turtle just looks a little bit more. I mean, no.
Hey, let's feed some of this to the turtle and my hawk. And hey, you want some?
Your hawk's a vegetarian.
No.
I think they're omnivores. A lot of birds are. I don't know if hawks are.
omnivores.
Yeah.
They primarily eat meat, but when they have to, they will eat fruits and veggies.
Not in my fantasy land. They only eat live meat.
As long as they don't eat fairy.
Not yet, anyways. When was the last time we fed it?
We feed it when we eat.
Did we know?
Did we know?
All right.
So apparently half the fruit is gone by now.
She can't consume that
I
much.
would say you guys have killed about 15 minutes at this point. You still haven't seen them return yet.
That's because I've been keeping watch, but
Mhm.
actually just distractedly setting small fires on the pathway.
Okay.
I'm keeping watch.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Back to the Havenstead or continue towards the Caves of Chaos? With
Well-
all this stuff.
Do we want to carry all this stuff? This is a lot of stuff.
We can't leave it. We could take it back and then
I mean,
start out again in the morning.
The option is on the table to leave it. We can just take the stuff we found in the little iron chest. We don't have to take all the armor with us. We can just take the map, the journal, and the coins,
Would be less crap to take.
And the apples.
and a few of the apples.
He is over there throwing them into the lantern.
she's hiding some of them in my
All
fur.
the fruit and shoving it in the lantern.
At least as best she can before it just kind of the
You just don't forget you have to go in there.
She goes in there, squish.
pricing it.
Did you guys see Jackass Forever?
No.
The beginning of Jackass Forever?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I imagine happening to her is when Johnny Knoxville gets smushed by the monster.
Oh yeah.
And his head
yeah.
goes poof like a
Yeah.
watermelon. But let's not have that happen. We don't need a character that dies yet.
Yeah. Oh no.
What are you guys doing?
We can hit. Let's
I
let's
know.
take it back.
He's rolling dice. That
No.
means someone's coming back.
We should go back to the town again.
All right, let's take this back to the town.
Taking that back to Heavenstead?
But well, what if someone
wanna leave it?
recognizes the stuff?
All right, you know what? I got an easy way to settle this. Let's say high roll is back to Havenstead. Low roll, we continue on to the caves. of
Roll
Chaos.
these.
Rosie.
Roll these.
So high
D20.
No, well, no, I'm saying anything above 15, we go back to Havenstead.
Why 15?
Anything above 10, we go back to Havenstead. Anything below 10, we go to the caves. I got exactly a 10.
I think 10 was the second choice.
10,
is not
10
about
I
to-
said 10 or above, and then basically meant 9 and below.
That's
Oh.
fine.
Okay, so which way are we going?
So I guess we're going back to Havenstead.
All right. Who's driving the wagon? And
Let's look up the two
With
horses.
a bunch of stolen stuff.
It's so boring on the car.
Honestly, I'd still agree. Like, we haven't really made a full tour. I say we just leave the shit and take the important crap we found.
We
You know,
really
you're-
don't want to keep this stuff. It's gonna make it look like we're the smugglers.
That is true.
Or maybe that might be something to keep in mind when we have to go towards a bunch of smugglers.
I
How don't we
know.
just find those
Let's
guys and
take
kill them?
enough fruit so they can't hide the stuff,
I've already done that.
and then
apples.
You just see an empty crate.
You can dump
it'll
the,
work.
dump the fruit in the river.
And then they can't hide the stuff, and then they'll get caught.
Okay, then I'm gonna dump out all the fruit into the river.
Okay.
Do I need
No,
to give you?
don't waste the fruit.
She already
Salad.
tossed like
Salad.
30. She already
Salad.
tossed like 30 apples. No, but I did ask you
Fruit is
what
on there.
You're.
I did ask you what kind of fruits, and you did never say what kind of fruit.
Yeah, I said pears. I said a
Okay,
variety
pears,
of vegetables
okay.
and fruits. Yeah.
So we do have saddlebags.
Yes, we're on horses.
I
They
would
have
say,
saddlebags.
you could take an okay amount of mixed vegetables and fruits.
I'm
Say, like,
feeding the
Still
carrots to
leaves
the-
like quite a bit
Horses.
behind.
Yeah, let's just
So-
do that and then ditch the wagon.
Okay, it's
All
gonna take some time.
Can I
Figure
toss
out-
the wagon in the river?
No, we're not tossing the wagon in the river.
Just
Yeah. Yeah.
holy rage and just
No.
throw the wagon in.
With the horses
Evidence.
attached. No,
We never in our
I catch it on fire.
in all technicality we didn't.
don't catch it on fire.
We never attached the horse to the wagon.
As these two are arguing about what to do with the wagon,
Oh,
I told her to get rid of
there's
it.
now smoke billowing from the wagon.
Stop. Stop.
except that
Stop.
except the lantern's now filled with some
Apples. Like, little
So I
one
don't-
into the land,
I
and then
really-
you open it.
Yeah. She literally claymore cracked the fucking lantern.
The wagon is now boiling with flame, easily ignited.
How? Turn it off.
Ah!
I'm gonna take the empty crate that she ate all
Doesn't
the
do
apples from,
shit.
fill it up with water, and dump it on the wagon.
Which one of you lit it on fire?
As you pick up the crate at the edge of the water, all the water seeps out of the cracks of the crate.
God damn it, Pia! Oh, also, since we haven't said this yet, please keep in mind that this is an NFSW 18 plus channel.
It's already on
Good
the.
job.
Yeah,
Still
but I'm
good.
repeating it because people don't know how to read. This is America. This is an 18
Also,
plus only
I never
channel. If
believed
you
you I should
are
do this.
under the age of 18 and you don't have your parents' consent,
Everybody's clearly off their medication today.
if you don't have your parents' consent and you're under the age of 18, please go ask your parents. Because
As
we
this
do talk
chaos
about
is
some crazy
unfolding
stuff.
around you, you guys all hear a.
Ah!
You see a bastion patrol, like 8 heavily armed, like fighters on horses, plate mail armor. They got hands resting on weapons. The sergeant, is kind of sitting on his horse, like watching you guys do all this. And
I drop the
I-
box and go, we found it like this.
There was a spider.
That just fire.
who are you, and what are you doing?
Very good question.
Would you like some fruit?
We're
Wait, hold on. So real quick before we continue, we technically registered with the Adventurers Guild in the Bastion, didn't we?
Yeah, you did.
Do these guys look like the corrupted soldiers or just regular?
So-
Give me an insight
Hi,
check.
we're the Baconators, and we were going out this way, and
We came across two
We came
guys
across
that
two
seemed
guys.
suspicious, and
they ran that way.
Did two very clean looking gentlemen with flower crowns pass you by chance?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, we saw them some 30 minutes ago.
Well, by
They seemed in a panic.
Yeah, this is their stuff.
Sort of.
Oh, this is their wagon.
It seems like they were smuggling armor and weapons.
I rolled
Oh.
insight.
What'd you get? 17.
17.
These feel like more like it's the night patrol probably feels like more like the patrol you get away with shit.
Uh-huh.
These guys feel like stodges. Like the 5 of them on horseback are right behind their sergeant. And their sergeant's just kind of doing that kind of lean in, kind of like listening to this. When they ran from it, was it already on fire?
Yes.
Yes.
Give me deception for starters.
Mom, she's literally over there catching with fire.
Yeah.
19 from me.
Okay.
Pretty.
Okay, I'm okay with that. So 17 plus 3, so dirty 20.
20. Very well. Maybe that's why they ran. You watch one of the other guys come up, Sergeant. You watch this. One of the other guys on the in the patrol goes over to the wagon, comes back, whispers something into the sergeant's ear. Oh, I see. Well, it seems yet you are correct. There are armaments in there mixed with foodstuffs. Gentlemen, let's go find those two. Good day. And they immediately turn around.
Wait, some of
and
them are staying, right? You guys are staying with this stuff?
They just all leave.
Oh.
Not a
What do
problem.
we do with this?
It's on fire. Who cares? Let's go.
Can I just dump
Pia
them
starts
or-
flying away.
I
Just
still
like
want to try to like Hulk shove the thing into the
Stop
river.
putting it in the river.
As you guys are like back on the road, like on the trail to head towards the forest, it's just like
I think Druidcraft, I can try and put the fire out. I think
it's
Druidcraft
a
is
little bit beyond what
Small
Druidcraft would be.
campfires.
Yeah, like if you were in a small camp and you need to quickly douse a small campfire would work. But every
Could I-
time you try to Druidcraft over the flames that are boiling out of the wagon, it
Could
just
I
kind of
swing
fizzles over.
Could I swing my battle axe as hard as I could into the water, try and create a giant wave, put it out?
That would be
hard.
a little difficult because the wagon's a good 100 feet away from the edge of the river.
No, never mind that.
Were there horses attached to the wagon too?
Yeah, still are.
So now we have.
Oh God, take them off!
Well, no, we had
so-
our 2 horses and then 2 horses attached to the wagon that were part of the caravan, or
So the wagon was its own caravan with 2 horses attached to it, right?
Yeah.
It's been on fire this whole time with the horses like attached to it.
Stop
So-
putting them on it!
So whoever wants to detach the horses.
I'm gonna do. I want to touch the horse.
I'll get one of them too.
Okay, so I need animal handling from whoever's
I'm
doing
helping.
that. Okay, so you have advantage.
I'm going to feed the horse some carrots.
So you can give her advantage by helping doing that as well.
So 18 plus 2, so dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
It wasn't too hard.
17.
It got you,
17.
like, right.
So
No,
helping each other, you get the
We
leather
were-
harnesses broken away, and you quickly get them away from the wagon.
Calm them down,
Kind
calm
of
them
undo
down,
all
calm
their
them
tack,
down,
and
calm
They're a
them
little
down.
crispy by now, aren't they?
no, they're okay. I put the DC at a 15 to handle them because they're kind of in a panic mode.
Carrot. Eat it. Ow.
I don't think that's how that works.
Try to be calm and eat this carrot.
Now imagine about 1,000 feet away from this, a farmer and his wife are standing at the edge of their acreage, and they just watch this entire thing unfold. The whole thing. They're standing there leaning against their fence line, looking at each other, and they watch the 2 guys panic and run off. They watch the chaotic scene of the wagon being unloaded and frantically searched. And then
We weren't frantically searching.
a whole lot of fruit like being pushed into a tiny lamp was definitely weird. And then watching while you guys were all busy watching a fairy like start little spot fires and then suddenly point at the wagon
No, no, I don't think it was a point. I would think, ooh, ooh, oh no!
No, she pointed at the wagon.
Well, you don't know what they didn't
Yeah.
see. She told me to do it.
Yeah. And then they just watch the entire thing boil up in flames. They watch the patrol come and talk to you, turn around and head off.
There was evidence.
And you guys are now, freeing the horses. And the two just kind of, well, there, at least they freed the horses. And they turn around and head back into
Well, I was gonna say,
did one of them
how
have like
far
a
away
fishing
are
pole
they?
by chance? Was it the great grandchildren of the fisher again?
No,
Was how close were they to us? Were
about
they-
1,000 feet.
Oh, I
the
was gonna
edge of
say,
their
if they-
acreage.
If they were in earshot, I want to go. These are not the horses we're looking for.
Tie the horses to the backs of our horses.
Okay.
Let's go.
So as you guys do this, looking behind you, and I mean, it looks like an ambush site now. It's just this wreck.
You could pay on the shell.
But for the remainder of the journey into the edge of the forest, and then eventually into the forest,
Hey, at least we found food.
everyone give me
We
a
have rations. We have food.
give me a final round of survival checks, if you would, please, as you get to the edge of the forest.
13.
16?
16,
13.
13, 16,
21.
Dirty 20.
30, 20.
My
21.
dice don't
I
like me
love that I
tonight.
have the highest modifier. It doesn't matter.
You guys reach the edge of the forest just at sundown. The night creatures have kind of come out, and you can kind of hear the chittering and the cicadas kind of like cascading out of the forest. The path into the forest is very much overgrown, and looks like it could be difficult to manage at night. But you could try if you wanted to.
Nope.
So
Is there
either
a camp spot?
there's plenty of areas at the edge of the woods you could camp if you wanted to.
Someplace sheltered, secluded, hidden?
Not so much because you're at the edge of the forest itself.
Mhm.
It's kind of open grassland beyond where there's the forest looking into it. As you look into it, you're standing on the open fields behind you, because most of where you came from is farm fields and farmland and flat rolling hills.
Does there look like an area that people had camped in previously?
Perception or investigation for that one.
14?
Yeah, there's a couple sites
Okay.
that you see. So you get the feeling that people who have traveled through here have been through here before. Little stone ring, stones and burnt patches on the ground or bare
Any
patches on the ground.
mysterious dark patches in the form of like blood splatter or blood pools and
Not
stuff?
that you noticed.
Okay, cool. So let's camp here.
I don't know. It sounds uber.
Something smells weird.
Sorry, that was me.
It's just this steady haze of purple glitter.
All right. So we really only have to have one bedroll, and then with the rest we sleep in the lantern.
Okay, so
On
Goth
apple
is
beds
on
right now.
watch. Because if you're in the lantern, you're technically not on watch.
Right.
I think we
And then
we
he can
exchange.
we can switch out.
Okay. So you guys set up your camp. Anything you want to work on before the long rest, before you set up your watch?
I want to set a perimeter booby traps.
Okay. Start with sleight of hand as you assemble your traps.
That's a natural 20, sir.
Nice. Finally, huh?
Yeah,
Nice
too.
talking to you. Talking to you.
Only for things that don't matter.
Well, this might matter.
It's a 22.
Okay,
Yeah.
describe
Yeah,
the
remember-
traps that you're setting. What
Remember,
do they do?
we're tiny, and he's had snakes eat my tiny characters.
Let's see.
It's not your mouse clicker.
While
No, it
she's
wasn't a
setting
mouse
traps,
It was
Okay.
a half-life.
I find a nice flat stone and
Okay.
I go to sharpening my axe.
Working on your weapons.
I'm going to create bells that chime, and
Okay.
it spews out fairy fire glitter. So anything that's in the dark that we couldn't see,
It'll light them up.
It'll light them up. Yeah.
Okay.
Sparkling rubies. Oh, that's an enemy.
No. My fairy fire specifically is RPG.
Anything you want to work on
I'm
before the
gonna-
long rest?
Keep working with my tortoise for the tuck and roll. Tuck and roll.
Yeah, because he knows What basic command did you teach him?
We got him tuck and roll because he's got a dash of 80 feet.
That's right.
But I kind of want to turn it into see if he can use it more, like tuck and roll, like hit something with that tuck and roll. Just
Like
kinda,
like a Squirtle using rapid spin.
Tuck and roll attack, like
Yeah.
a combo of
Combo,
commands.
yeah.
Yeah, give me animal handling as you work with them.
tuck and roll, tuck and roll.
You're setting traps. You're working on
Weapons.
sharpening your
I'm
weapons
sharpening my
and
weapons.
oiling your gear. Anything you want to
I'm working with the hawk.
with the hawk? Give me animal handling.
The badger's just asleep at my feet.
Okay.
I just fed him an apple.
I have spell. Speak with animals.
You have advantage.
Nat 20 plus 2, so 22.
Yeah, you teach him a new command. Pick a command you want to teach him, and he'll know it.
So rapid spin.
Like we got tuck, we got roll.
Except I imagine his rapid spin is just me coming down and just flicking his butt as he walks forward, so he spins forward into the.
What role was it? It was animal handling.
Yes.
17.
17. Pick a command of your choice, and he'll learn a single command.
Follow. What should I do next?
You've got follow.
I have follow. What should I have?
I mean, you can teach him to attack.
I only got 1 hit point.
Others had more hit points.
How do I work on him to have more hit points?
Just by feeding him and working with them, and
Giving him
you know.
Okay, I am working on upping his hit points too.
So for your animal handling, then go ahead and roll a d6. So instead of a new command, you can give him 6 extra hit points instead.
Yay! I like that better.
First watch, everyone kind of settles into the lantern. You've got a badger, a hawk, a tortoise, all mingling in the campsite. You look like fucking Goth Doolittle. But the moon's up. The heavy night's kind of overwhelming. Give me perception as you keep an eye out on your first watch.
Oh, there it is. 18.
18. Your 3-hour watch is a mixture of strange sounds emanating from the forest. Caravan lights, because the caravans do travel through the night, but on the open road, they tend to stay closer to the river. So off in the distance, you can see their bobbing lanterns, they keep on the end of a stick to kind of, and there's multiple going one direction and multiple going the other direction. You see 2 figures. They're walking very slowly, but kind of staggering. They're coming from the grass side of the encampment. And you have a small flame going, and you hear one of the voices, "Excuse me, sir, you wouldn't happen to have any food or water you could spare?"
You're the only one out there.
Have some fruit and beverage. But watch your step. Member of my party trapped the area for defense.
They start looking around and watch as a couple of them step over these silver threads that are kind of strung in the
You're not
area.
supposed to tell them that.
These 2 bedraggled, kind of terrified looking individuals that you recognize from the wagon start approaching the campfire. They look at you
Tell them
and they go, "Oh, thank you so much." They come over by the fire. They start warming themselves up, picking at the fruit they start eating it. They go over to the little lanyard of water that you have, hanging off a tree branch, and they start drinking it. And before long, they're just kind of like sitting by the fire. And boy, do we have a story we got to tell you. Right? This was the
Foxglove, your friends are here.
We have a story to tell you, mate. We were taking a delivery of fruit and vegetables to Havenstead, and the weirdest thing happened. We had flower crowns on our head. And no, when we travel far, we get kind of dirty in our travels. And suddenly we were clean. Our hair was done. Everything. Oh, we panicked, ran off, came back, found our wagon burnt to the ground, found that our whole...
We're in the
We're in the lantern.
we're in the lantern.
The horses.
Those horses look familiar, mate. Where'd you get those from?
When we passed by, noticed burning wagon, we saved horses.
Oh, thank you so much. Do you mind if we take them and use them to get back to Havenstead?
I don't see why not.
Bless you, sir.
But
Yes.
I want to keep goods from satchels.
Oh, of
Why
course.
would you even tell me you had them?
Because I'm nice.
Of course. They walk over and they undo the saddlebags onto the ground and mount the horses and go, "You, sir, are very kind. What is your name?"
Gothsagon.
Gothsagon. You know what? You remind me of a fellow that my great-great-grandfather. You don't seem like the eager kind to kill somebody. I will spread the word about you, good sir. And he watches the two horses canter away and disappear.
Gothsagon, your comrades.
See you in
Your
hell.
3 hours goes by. You wrap on the lantern. Who's taking the second watch?
I'll take the second one.
Okay. You come out. You notice the horses are gone. As
What
God
happened to the
settles in.
horses? Goth, let the horses wander off.
Oh, the two of you and Pia scared, came back, didn't realize who we were. I gave them horses back, kept all goods.
Shouldn't we have turned them in as smugglers?
They're going back to Havenstead. I'm assuming they're going to get caught.
The soldiers never saw what they looked like.
Okay, well, you can deal with that. I'm going to sleep.
God rolls over, goes back to sleep. It's the classic Lord of the Rings sleep. Every time his mouth opens, a group of bugs fly into it. And then as he breathes out, they come out.
That poor little moth can't escape.
Yeah. It's actually a group of fey pixies that are trapped. Foxglove, go ahead and give me a perception check as you start your watch. 16. Your 3-hour watch goes pretty much unhindered. Nothing untoward happens. The normal night sounds and the passing caravans off on the horizon, but nothing beyond that. Who are you waking up for the final watch?
Not Pia. Can't imagine why.
I am perfectly good at watching.
No, you're not.
Okay.
So you're waking up. Waking up Merriweather.
Merriweather.
Merriweather, you hear the rap of the lantern. You watch as a very puppy dog expression. Pia wakes up and then Fox no, and points over at Merriweather. Merriweather comes crawling out of the lamp.
When you try not to say snack. Treat,
Watch,
no treat.
watch.
Treat, no treat. Treat, no treat.
Give me a perception check, if you would, as you take your first watch or the final watch.
Okay. Simplest 13. Okay. That is a 13.
15.
But
Other than the normal night noises, you are awake for the dawn to rise, and it's the following morning. Goth, and you wrap on the lantern to wake everyone up. It's early morning in camp. What would you guys like to do next?
Make sure our horses are still there.
Yours are still there, yeah. Your 2 horses are still there.
where'd the horses go?
Goth gave them back to the 2 smugglers last night and let them go back to Havenstead.
So, I mean, the people we could have turned in for possible rewards.
Yeah.
Sounds like something you would do.
Yeah.
So next time someone stays up with him.
Yeah, but that'd be Pia.
Be like double. Be 2 different
He'll wake up
opposite
with
ends
more
of the
barbs like
chaotic
last time.
scale.
What I missed.
He was asleep when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was asleep. That's why she doesn't get Watch.
Not my fault. People like to sneak up behind me and conk me out for random reasons.
I think it is.
You guys consume the morning meal that you put together. You start packing up your kit and your gear. Are we heading into the forest?
Heading into the forest.
Okay.
Go grab your trap.
Oh yeah, disarm your traps.
I say leave them.
Why?
If she brings them, she can set them up again.
Yeah.
Hopefully not as bad. They won't be as hard to put back another time.
That's true.
I
Never
will
mind. I would take them with.
collect my traps. Sadly.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand as you collect them.
Oh
This is gonna be
no.
awesome.
Oh no.
Advantage.
Oh, not bad. That would be a 19
Yeah, you do it with
What,
that.
what's your do you have a sleight of hand bonus?
+2. I have a +2 into my dex.
She says no.
She just wants it to go off. Covered in all the extra red glitter.
Look at me glow. Yeah, my fairy fire is RBG.
For the journey through the forest, pick a skill, describe how you're going to use it to aid the group in getting through the forest, and then I'll have you roll die.
I'm gonna go with survival.
How are you using it?
Trails, kind of keeping an eye on the environment area. Just
Okay.
basically saying it's like we should go this way, or it's like even if it's on the map, basically kind of like this looks like it would be a safer way to go this way.
Yeah,
for the
give me a
horses.
survival check. Yeah.
Would cutting through the forest with my axe be athletics?
Yeah, I think so.
21.
Okay.
Now I could do something that makes sense.
What'd you get?
24.
Okay.
No, just go for it. It's chaos.
I could do something that makes sense.
Or
Or-
actually, instead of that, because I don't want to damage my silvered battle axe, I'm going to use my two. I have 3 hand axes apparently, so I'm going to use 2 of them to
So
just.
it's kind of like machete through the forested.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I did sharpen all my weapons. So.
Okay.
I would like to use persuasion on my party members to let them believe that I know where we're going and point in a random direction.
Give me a persuasion check.
14.
14.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, 13.
13. Foxglove, what are you doing to aid in the journey?
Well, we don't get some kind of resistance to that.
We do. We just have to roll against her persuasion.
Don't you believe me?
No, you're just getting we're getting all our rolls right now. I'm
I
learning.
was going to do something different, but survival. I'm going to try and figure out which way we're supposed to be going.
Okay.
too.
Give me a survival check.
No, you gotta believe me, guys. Definitely this
Well, you
way.
also have the map.
18. plus
I
4,
could
22.
randomly
And
be
you do
right.
have the map, so you do have advantage.
I could be
I rolled an
randomly
18.
right through chaotic
I did not roll
measures.
higher than 18, so 18. So 22.
22.
I could be like this and actually
The first
be right.
half of the journey is Goth up front, like clearing like overgrowth and bramble that's kind of in the way to make it easier for the horses to get through. You have Merryweather, kind of keeping a very specific eye on routes, making sure you're on the right trails, kind of consulting the nature and the environment to kind of make sure you guys aren't missing anything. With your role, you find a cluster of mushrooms
Oh god.
growing along the base of a tree. They are red, yellow, with kind of like thin blue stripes on them. You get the feeling these might be worth something.
Okay, I will delicately collect them. Ready
Give me a sleight of hand.
Because
You
there's
said red,
there's
thin,
people-
and yellow with what?
Red and yellow with a blue thin stripe.
Yep.
Blue, thin.
What's the stripe color?
Blue.
Blue.
Okay.
That's why I wrote that down just specifically because
Yeah.
I know somehow.
So give me a sleight of hand.
That is
red and yellow.
Can I give her advantage?
Sure, because you're helping her collect them.
Red and yellow with a blue stripe.
Red, yellow, blue,
That
thin stripe.
is sleight of hand plus 2, 22.
Roll a d6, if you would, please.
Five.
You managed to collect 5 pounds of the mushrooms,
Nice.
which causes you to stop and take your time, Which at one point, Foxglove, you take out the map to consult it. You get the real feeling that you're almost like halfway through the forest at this point. Pia comes over and looks over your shoulder. What do you say to her as you're trying to convince her which way to go?
I just flew up there and I was looking at the map from above, and we're definitely supposed to go in that direction.
Which way do you point?
The direction we're supposed to go in, whatever direction that's supposed to be.
Yeah,
No,
but do
whatever.
you know?
No, just
Roll like.
I can even
1
roll a
through 4,
d4.
roll
Yeah.
a d4.
Yeah,
and-
roll a d4 and point in a random direction.
Wait,
1 is east, 2 is west, 3 is north, 4 is south.
4.
4 south. She's pointing to go back towards the river.
Okay,
Don't you believe?
we're going this way.
So the
Eventually,
horses
we'll go
lurch
that way.
forward after collecting the mushrooms and continuing the journey some more.
Can I make a medical check on the mushrooms?
Yeah, give me a medicine check as you're now kind of like riding on your tortoise side saddle style and kind of like going through the mushrooms.
at some
That is
point, if one of
a
us learns how to
18 plus
gigantify
4.
something, we need to make the torch big.
22.
They're called Lazarus mushrooms.
Oh god.
You recognize them because of the thin blue stripe, which is often harvested from these mushrooms to aid in the creation of potions of haste.
Ooh.
To consume a raw mushroom of a Lazarus mushroom will double your movement, and it will give you an extra attack during your attack action. But coming off of them, like they're only good for
Slows
1
you.
round, and as soon as you come off of them, you have 3 points of exhaustion.
Oh, yuck.
So they have to be processed and refined.
So
They could be used in a hurry.
could be so if it's raw, they're good for
You said 3 points of exhaustion.
Yeah.
3 points of exhaustion. So -3 exhaustion. Ouch. And you said it's good for haste and
It's good to be processed into haste, is what you know people use it for. So you get the feeling any alchemy byproduct that would like include speed or, being fast or being high sensitivity or
it's kind of like
heightened
seeing everything
awareness.
all slow motion. but it's
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
You said eating it raw. I'm sorry. That was the part I was trying to write down.
So if you eat it raw, right, you can double your movement and gain 1 extra attack action, but it only lasts 1 round.
What
At
happens
the
if
end
we-
of that round, you get 3 points of exhaustion.
What happens if we boil it in stew,
It becomes stewed mushrooms.
but it doesn't keep the effect?
Don't know till you try.
Let's not try because we can sell these.
Scott's already like
I'm
put in a couple in his pocket.
I'm surprised it's not used in like
So I should roll sleight of hand for this.
Yeah, you better see if you can take these from me because
you know, with a name like Lazarus
Yeah,
mushroom.
about that.
What'd you get?
21.
21. It beats all their passive perception while they're busy doing other things. I'll say you pilfer a couple of them because you want to try them out.
Should I roll a dice?
No. You take 2.
would just take it from me if you just sell that. I'm just gonna give you a small one. Out of the whole thing.
I'm gonna put it in my my
Put your button
Flower.
collection.
put
Do
it in my flower crown.
you want one for your crown too? No.
I want to sell them for
Squelch
money.
it in there. And
Yeah.
a little sticky and a little bit of
Pounds a
liquid
year.
ooze kind of running down your forehead. Like
Just keep one in your crown just to be on the safe side. You can put one right there.
journey continues for the remainder of the journey to get to the other side of the forest and finally be able to see the valley that these caves exist in. Everyone give me survival checks. You get advantage, Foxglove, because you do have the map. Survival.
Dirty 20.
Oh, it's 8. 21.
21, dirty 20.
Survival. Oh, that's a natural 1.
22.
22.
Did you eat the mushroom already?
No, I'm writing it in my inventory.
As you guys are journeying this last half of the spot through the forest, you no longer, all of you don't know when it happened. Not sure why. None of you see Pia anymore. It's like
Not unusual.
you pull up the horses. Goth is like checking the lantern and like everyone's looking around. There's no sign of Pia anywhere.
Turn around and look for her.
You turn around, you start looking for her. Give me a perception check as you start looking for her.
I want to help.
I'm looking.
You know, with a name like Lazarus potion,
Actually, I'll just help so that way you
think
get
it
the
like
double.
will help with revival potions.
17? 17.
17,
19.
19.
I'm looking up and down my sheet, but like I'm on 5 hours sleep and I haven't been to bed in 20 hours.
16.
Perfect
So,
D&D player.
Right?
Perception.
Should really take a bite of that Lazarus mushroom.
18.
18.
Thinking about
All three of you start looking and panning around and trying to see, and you see these twisted wings, these like a contorted hand, and these muffled Pia sounds like muffled as this huge tree anaconda has her wrapped up around a branch, and it's just patiently squeezing and squeezing her.
I prepare my javelin and throw it at the snake's
I'm
head.
attack roll.
trying to lick bite it.
Just like how you're in the ladder.
Give me a strength save, by the way, if you would, please. Pia.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. When I roll for attack, I add my plus hit for the weapon to it, correct?
Should be on your on your character sheet.
Okay, I rolled 21.
21,
19.
19. You're holding your own. You're not sure how, but you can actually hear your little tiny bones and muscles beginning to squelch. You will take half of 18 points of force damage because you did save.
I just imagine Pia noises, but like going like full Dragon
we
Ball
heal
Z
it ever?
style.
Yeah, we did. We remember.
Did you forget the long rest?
Probably.
Yeah. That would be a problem because you just, it's a new day. You should
Well,
have
no,
long
we
rested.
didn't. We all took a long rest.
Yeah, but I
just
think
now.
she forgot to hit the button on her character sheet.
Oh, okay.
That'll definitely hit. Roll for damage.
So that is going to be a 6 + 3, so 9.
9 points of piercing damage.
I would like to use subtle spell to catch it on fire.
Okay, is there a save for that? Or is it melee?
Well,
Touch.
let's see. I have my fire bolt, but I also have witch bolt. I have magic missiles that I could use, and I could use. I can turn I think I could turn the force damage into fire with transmute.
Do you need a roll for it, or does it need to make?
If you use magic missile, it automatically hits.
Yeah, I'm going to probably use magic missile. I'm
Okay.
using sorry, features and traits, because I have subtle spell and I have transmute spell. I want to turn it into fire damage if I can. But
Sure.
It says acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder.
Yeah. How many? What level are you casting magic missile at?
I'm just going to do the first level, see how that does first. Yeah.
How many darts is that? 2 or 3?
Magic missile is 3 darts.
3 darts. Go ahead and roll 3d4.
Mhm.
And you're quick casting, turning this into flame, subtle spell,
Subtle.
and then turn it into fire.
Yay.
Okay.
Because fire is my thing now.
Sure, it is.
Okay, 2, 4, 5 plus 3 or 8.
8. So you hit it like in the upper portion where it was kind of arcing, getting ready to kind of strike down at Pia, and you pin its neck to the tree. You then watch as like this little Pia hand starts doing this. You can hear her muffling some kind of
Wingardium
incantation.
Leviosa.
Yeah. And then suddenly like 3 little force darts stick into it. It completely lets her go. The tree anaconda like falls dead to the ground, and Pia's like flying, but she's kind of all.
Over, and I pick up the anaconda. Dinner.
Yeah.
Carry it
Yeah.
back to the.
You can
Horse.
use its skin too.
Mhm.
Keep the.
Dibs on the fangs!
It's an anaconda. They don't have fangs.
Well, no, all snakes have fangs.
They have teeth. They don't have fangs.
She used to keep boas, so she
Yeah.
knows.
They still
They
look
have
like
little
fangs.
teeth. There's just little
They're not-
barbs. They're barbs.
All snakes, in my opinion, look like they're evil and they want to eat the other apple.
It's going to be interesting when Sebastian and I have a snake in the house.
I have an RV I can go stay in. I'm fine. Way to pick.
You don't think your son's gonna want?
Oh,
a
I'm
snake?
sure he is. He's gonna come into the house with a corn snake any day now. Look what I found!
Hopefully
Look, it's got a
alive.
cool rattle. Oh God!
Corn snake, sweetie.
I know that's a rattlesnake.
It'd be cute if it was a little garden snake. They have no teeth.
Oh, we don't have little garden snakes where we live.
I know. We have big garden
Yeah, we get
snakes.
gopher snakes that are 8 feet long.
Yeah.
Because all they do is eat baby squirrels all day long.
The scary thing about gopher snakes too is they've been breeding with the rattlesnakes, so we got rattlers with no rattles.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while though.
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
live very long.
No,
It's a mutation. They don't
Okay.
live long at all.
that's well at least
'Cause-
at that.
Because a lot of times they die of the poison venom they can't evolve with. Yeah, they don't.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not
At
like
least she
it's
didn't
not
try to
like
keep those
interbreeding
pets.
goats where they can get away with it.
Mhm.
Snakes have been around for like 1 billion years.
Mhm.
They can't really get away with it.
So, anyways, at
Oh,
least she
so-
didn't try to
You
keep it as a
fucking
pet.
called it, by the way.
Hey, she rolled the natural one, which then I roll on the chart. So
Even worse.
yeah, well, the other
No,
oh,
but she straight out said,
oh yeah,
like
yeah.
literally a few rounds ago for shit we've been doing. She was like,
I
"How
have-
many times has he
I
tried
have
to kill little
I have
people
large
with snakes?"
spider can grab you. My favorite when
I
you're
hate the one that's the insects that suck your blood, and I hate that one.
You mean
There.
leeches?
No, they're like
No.
mosquitoes,
Sturges.
and then they lay eggs in
Oh,
you,
even
and then
worse.
you like pass out. Yeah, he's done that to me before too.
there's spiders, like large spiders. The list is endless, but
He's got a long.
I
chart.
love natural ones when they come up.
It's like a D100 chart.
So with that, you guys make it out of the forest just as night falls. You're about maybe an hour away from that jump off point that's marked on the map. You're maybe about 4 hours away from the edge of the valley that leads down into the caves.
Is there an area you said it's dark or getting
The
dark?
sun's just setting.
Is there an area that looks like
On this side of the forest,
no?
you can give me a survival check, but it's this side of the forest is a little bit.
I was
The
also,
map? Do I get advantage?
You still get advantage, yeah.
I was also
No.
going to ask if we
17.
could potentially find a campsite.
That's what she's doing right now.
Yeah.
21.
21. No one camps here.
Mm.
You can tell that if people come this route,
Mm-hmm.
they seem to go westerly towards the river
Mm-hmm.
and stay in that direction. There are no obvious trails leading towards the caves. Almost as if maybe somebody takes the time out to like cover their tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And there are no obvious campsites on this side of the forest. People don't camp on this side of the forest is the vibe that you're getting. They either head right into the cave or like into the valley, or they immediately turn back west to get towards the main caravan route to continue the caravan routes along the river. There are game trails that go off into different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe if people hunt the forest or game that wanders in and out of the forest, but this is not a well-traveled area. Oh, you both have giant D20s?
Yes.
Where'd you get those at? Let me see one.
Walmart.
Target.
Or, well, one of the two.
It was Target.
You guys didn't buy these on Blackout Day, did you?
No.
Thank you, sir. You are the best. Nice.
We actually barely just got these, what, a month ago?
Natural
Yeah.
20. I feel like we should like
They have
build a giant foam dice tower.
Yes. They
Oh,
have it.
everyone has to get up, they go over the dice tower and drop their dice
It'd be
inside.
made out of
out
this.
of cardboard.
No. Like okay, you know, like in the infants area,
If
they
you
got
had to
those
choose a color,
those
which
mats
one would you
that
want?
are
They've
like
got
puzzle
black,
things.
red.
You could
blue,
build it out.
Oh,
of
no, I
blue.
don't. I'll never use it.
Okay.
I'll admire yours from a distance. My
He never
emoji is
uses the
melted.
big ones behind him that I got him.
That's true.
My emoji's melted.
Oh, put it back in the freezer.
Too late.
Evan, put it in the freezer.
You can certainly try.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's
Tragic.
no, that's gone.
No, just put it in
No,
the freezer.
put it in
I'll
the
lick it
freezer.
out of the bowl
He'll
later.
still eat it.
It'll peel away.
Did you,
It's mostly flour and sugar.
Callista, did you want to try the cookie dough one?
Yes, please.
You had your apple pie.
It was
That's your point.
That was mine.
Yeah, that's not what I'm eating.
I know it's cookie dough one. I imagine
Um,
the cookie dough flavor's got to have weed in it, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Cookie, you know.
It's cookie dough.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
did they say gluten free on the on that box too?
Do
It
they?
says it's gluten free. Yeah.
I'm
Do you want to try
Googling.
the cookie dough?
Could be like made
Well,
with
we
like
have to look
a almond flour or something.
Could be. Well, it should be made on rice flour. The mochis are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Because I was gonna say, yeah, I bought both. We got both of them because I wanted to make sure. I was gonna say, honey, the box says gluten free on that one, doesn't it? Should be on the front.
Yeah, it says gluten free.
There you go. I get to try one.
You do get to try one.
Because I was gonna say, it's like there was no way I grabbed. I was like, I know I grabbed dessert. that was supposed to be
all the ice
gluten-free.
cream mochis are all gluten free for this brand.
Which means the dough is rice flour, which
Okay.
is kind of nice. So it's nighttime. The sun is just set. You're now on the opposite side of the forest. You're 4 hours away from the edge of the entrance of the valley.
I wouldn't. Looking at the ingredients: wheat flour, ice cream ingredients,
and
milk,
ink.
cream, cane sugar, cookie dough pieces. In parentheses, wheat flour, sugar, butter, cream, salt, water, cornstarch, molasses, salt. I wouldn't. It says wheat flour in the ingredients. I know it says gluten free on the front.
We'll see on here. It says sweet rice flour on here.
In the back.
Mhm.
It could be a
Well,
different.
is that
This is specifically a gluten-free one.
no? Is
maybe.
that for the mochi dough
No.
ingredient? Look at the ice cream ingredient.
Oh,
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
What fell?
the angel, I think.
Yeah.
It's been
It's shattered.
decimated.
Yeah. That's right. I'll clean it up later.
Well, we gotta look it out from behind wheels.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm looking at the
I'm sorry,
ingredients.
Jason.
It's all right. It is what it is.
I felt sure.
No, on the ice cream ingredients it says rice flour.
Okay.
On the mochi dough ingredients it says rice flour.
Okay. Because on
Here,
the
babe,
internet,
do you
it
want
was
to pass
saying
this to
not-
him so I don't knock more shit away?
And you looked up the My Mochi brand?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, maybe that one's specifically the gluten-free one, and they have another one that's not.
maybe. We're about to find out.
Mm.
A lot of us about to find out. Oh, that's disastrous.
Mm.
Only 90 calories.
That's cracking dough.
I'm really sorry, man.
Yeah, just gotta watch where you're walking. It's only been there for 2 years.
He doesn't usually go back that way.
I'm good with one. Yeah, I'm good with one. I ate too many of the green tea. So
Okay.
sunset, it's dark.
And there weren't any areas behind us in the forest that looked like we could have camped that we passed.
No, the forest is like very dense. Like
Right.
there's only one or two halfway decent trails that make it through the forest. I mean, it's a tight fit. You can always go back into the forest and camp and make your own spot, or push forward into the valley, or go to the jump off point that's located on the map.
He did say the jump off point was only an hour away, whereas the entrance to the valley was 4 hours away.
Yeah, but the jump off point probably has other smugglers in it.
So basically, there's 4 directions, right? There's 4 possible ways we can go. Or
Well, you can go west back towards the river.
Yeah.
You can follow the game trails north
two.
out or east out into the fields that take you away from the valley. You can kind of go like a northwesterly direction to go towards the jump off point,
Mhm.
or you can continue more just a direct north direction towards the valley.
I'm gonna roll for it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How about we go towards the caravan way and we only go as far as like the first.
Well, that would sound like the third option, anyways, and then we got 3.
Okay. Because we go about that way, find a safe place to camp, and then we can come back this way tomorrow morning.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Because yeah.
Give me survival checks. See if you guys can find a decent spot to camp as you head back towards the caravan route.
21.
21. That seems to be your mantra tonight.
Right?
Just going
5.
to
5,
24.
Survival.
4, survival.
Because that is a dirty 20.
17.
Or that's a nat 20.
For about an
Yeah.
hour's journey towards the caravan route, you start seeing campsites, used campsites that people have clearly. You get the feeling they don't want to be near the valley at night, so they've kind of headed in that direction on purpose. It's a pretty well-used area. In fact, off in the distance, in a more direct route towards the river, you can see little campfires set up. You can see the silhouettes of wagons kind of semicircled around the campfires. You get the feeling maybe about anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes away from where you currently are.
Do we want to join a caravan sleepy time, or do we want to sleep on our own?
With this one in our party,
Stick her in the lamp.
It's starting to smell like mold and jam in there.
Molten jam.
That's all right. We'll let her clean it up.
She licks it up.
I am very creative. I will turn it into jam.
So you're
All right,
approaching
you're
one of
going
the
in the lantern.
campsites?
But we're locking her in the lantern.
I don't know why you don't trust me. It's weird.
We're trying to keep you as a secret backup guardian.
There are
You're
Yeah.
our ace in the hole.
You're our ace in the hole. Our crazy ace in the hole.
So we gotta.
No, actually, if that's the case, she's more like our Joker.
She pulls out a dagger. So when I jump out, stab it.
We'll let you know. We'll let you know.
Instead of stabby, when she says boom, bing, crash, I just imagine just like from the
Now I miss her stabby
National Museum Night at the
So is
Smithsonian.
Stephanie.
Instead of the guy
I was like, I
going
miss
boom,
her
boom,
stabby,
firepower
rabbit.
flexing,
Yeah.
he goes boom, and the firebolt flies off his finger. Firebolt flies off his finger. Bing, crash.
Firebolt, 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 firebolt. Okay.
So you see
'Cause
three
the
campsites
wizard
nearest you.
doesn't care.
One to your
He's
right,
going to
one
cast
kind of center of that
firebolt.
one, and one to the far left.
Which
are you-
one looks the least sleazy?
Least sleazy?
Yeah.
Roll for sleaze.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for
Um,
sleaze.
Insight check as you scan all three
Excuse
of
me.
them.
14.
14. I mean, you'd have to get a lot closer to get more specifics, but
Can I help her?
Stealthily fly closer in the dark.
you're stealthing
I'm also
towards
going
the
to-
campsite in the dark. Yeah, give me a stealth check.
I'm also going to creep forward and
All right,
see.
give me a stealth check.
That'll be a natural 25.
We
Okay.
got a 19 plus
Okay.
3, 22.
Okay. Are you creeping towards the one to the right, the center, or the left?
Well, you said go closer. If I go closer to it, it's closer to all
Well,
of them,
if you
right?
go to one and check it, I
No.
can go and check the other.
Okay.
Okay, so there's three of them.
I'll go.
She's staying with the horses in the lantern.
Okay.
I'll go to the leftmost one.
Okay.
I'll go to the center one.
Okay. Do fairies belly crawl when they fly?
Yes.
You're like in the air pretending to belly crawl while flying.
You look like you're swimming. That's all.
Meanwhile, meanwhile, it's like when you watch Goth like creep through the grass. It's kind of weird because
He almost looks snake-like.
yeah, and whenever he sees an opportunity to actually change his size and shape, he seems to enjoy doing it. As part of his stealth. The one furthest to the left, as you look into that camp goth, they definitely look shady. There's about a dozen of them in that camp. They're dressed in rough leathers. There's about 6 wagons. They're already drunk, and you kind of get the vibe that that's not quite the place you're looking for the night. It's the
Okay.
vibe that you get.
I'm gonna sneak away and go back to the lamp and the horses.
Okay. The one you approach, the wagons are nice. Like they're very well kitted out. There's about 4 wagons. You recognize
Oh,
the
God,
standard
no.
of Drusar. So
He took it from me.
they've got
Give it back.
flags on them that
Yeah,
you
it's still on my
recognize
hip.
that would link them to Drusar. They almost
No,
look
I
like
think I put it in
merchant
the lamp.
caravans. There's at least 6
Yeah,
heavily
he
armed
has it in
guards
the
kind of
notes.
just
I just
posted up and just kind of keeping an eye out and looking off in the distance to make sure everything's okay. You can hear kind of light, lilty laughter. You can hear people drinking and eating. You can hear people playing dice. They almost kind of sound like travelers, like touristy a little bit. The mood seems lighter, not as heavy. But you're close enough now that you can catch a vision of the second camp that's off to their left.
That's the one he went to.
No, he went to the far left. This is the one in the center because you went to the right one.
I went to the
No,
center.
Oh, you went to the center one?
camp.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you look over to the right,
Okay.
that camp looks a little rough.
Okay.
Not as rough as the one that Goth went to,
Mhm.
but not quite as welcoming as the center camp.
Okay. I will go back to the wagon in the.
Okay.
Generosity in this world is a lie.
You guys gather up.
I'm very generous with my fireball.
Okay, I recommend the center camp.
Dude, you didn't see like symbols like the same ones that we saw on the other caravan, or like did you?
No, it looks like they came from Drusar.
Okay, so the middle one looks safe enough to go to. What about the other one?
The other two look shady.
They look drunk.
Yeah,
Well, the center camp, they looked drunk.
they all look drunk.
What if we let her loose?
No, I don't recommend we let her loose.
I mean, she could scare them away.
It's like
We need to scare
I-
them
I-
away.
It's
Just full,
stitching.
just full on stitch mode again.
and apples all around her face.
I have just been
Well,
informed.
Well,
Creepy
so
apple
I
and
checked,
apple
I
flower.
checked, I checked my notes, and you know the helmet with the glowing eyes.
Yes,
Right.
so
I
it
remembered
has
that I put that in the lantern some time ago, so that's in there too.
Like, how drunk did they look? Fingers on the latch.
No, we just want someplace safe to camp for the night.
But we could make it safer. It would
That's
be
not going to make
fun.
it safer.
I think everything's safer.
I feel exhausted for this conversation. Gasagan wants to sleep. Make your minds up now.
Turn on, make it easy.
But if they're drunk enough and they see that page,
The guards are not drunk.
The first time I'm realizing you guys might be the BBEG.
yes.
It's not even the BBEG. We're just that idiot party that magically manages to survive everything, and we're just
the world.
we literally are just a danger to ourselves and others.
All right, I'll go with that.
We're just the bee.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're not the B team.
We're like the group from the movie Bad Guys with the wolf and the snake.
Yeah.
Like I love the fact I imagined Pia just as the snake. You know how wait, where's the meteor? And the snake goes heh heh heh, and he does his tail, and the next thing you know, in the background there's a massive explosion. Yeah, that's you.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm just
Approaching the center camp
saying.
caravan?
All four of you?
Alright, look, yeah, just
I'm about ready to just sleep right here. Gasagon's going to break out bedroll and just sleep on ground. My fur keep me warm.
Unaggressively, slowly, non-aggressively approach the caravan.
Okay.
God, if you let me out, I
Um,
promise I won't
Three
put
of
barbs
us,
in your
because
hair.
she's she's locked in there,
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
and
You there.
hail camp.
Halt.
I was gonna say hail camp as we got close.
Who are you? What's your business here?
Just travelers looking for another place to sleep that's safe.
Give me-
We
I
are.
that doesn't have
didn't say
snakes.
deception. I said persuasion.
We're
I'm
trying
not
to
arguing that
trying
you
to-
think you are, but they may not think you are.
trying to find a place that doesn't have snakes.
Use of persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Can I help with that?
Dirty 20.
Grade 20.
Never mind.
I can roll again and see if I get higher.
You guys are kind of all clustered around Goth, the lantern kind of creaking and hanging over Goth's head. Two horses. The guard looks, kind of
And the
holds,
turtle.
kind of holds up a lamp and kind of walks towards all of you and sees Goth. It's like, oh, big fella. Hello.
There's dancing.
I would
going.
not look at me for very long.
I'm going to say he does.
Oh, God.
Wait, what?
Because he took a while to stare at Goth, and then he's like getting an eye at Fox, and then he swings his lamp over to stare at you.
Well, no,
Down.
you should say he looks at Pia and the lamp first.
no.
No, he's looking at you
Great.
before Pia.
So,
So what do you have to roll?
I think it was
Is it on?
yeah, it was a con save. So it's like It was
What's the
something.
DC?
Is it in your character sheet?
It was
Because there was something about the type of class that I was. It's basically
The hollowed?
the hollow. Yeah. Something happens when anyone looks at me for too long.
They're just sad.
They just like feel all of the sadness in the world.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm trying to
Feel a
find it.
little bit less like
You're a
staying
walking,
on this
living,
side.
breathing dementor.
Basically, if you walk through a camp of people dying, more of them are gonna die because they'll be called to the other side.
There was something that helped me during when we had the goblin fight. I was just all like, you don't want to fight anymore.
Let's
You
see,
just wanna
features
go
and
home."
traits? Or is that background?
It'd be features and traits, I think.
I think it's features and traits.
No, Heart of Darkness.
Hmm.
Those who look into your eyes can see that you have faced unimaginable horror and that you are no stranger to darkness. Though they might fear you, commoners will extend you every courtesy and do their utmost to help you,
Yeah.
unless you have shown yourself to be a danger to them. They will even take up arms to fight alongside you should you find yourself facing an enemy alone.
Oh.
So that's the
So basically, it's a
Haunted
pity.
One's Heart of Darkness feature.
Is there is it automatic?
there's
No save,
Automatic,
right?
no save. There is nothing that says a save.
As this
I'll see if
guard
I-
holds up the lantern and begins to stare at you, you watch his tears begin to flow.
Oh no.
Oh, you poor thing.
Please, you poor soul. Gather your friends. Gather your friends. Come, warm yourself.
Come by the fire.
Warm yourself by the. Oh my God! This is unimaginable.
I can only
Why do
imagine
you-
what you've been through.
It gets worse when you see the broken wings.
It just starts wailing with tears. The other guards come rushing,
Oh God,
and they stare at you as well. And before long, 3 just like big hulky guys with chainmail armor and Dressar standards on the chest are just holding each other. Did you see her? Yeah, I saw her. And they're just bawling in each other's shoulders as they walk into the camp. Good sirs and good ladies, we have visitors tonight. It's just terrible. And they just kind of go off in different directions as the 4 of you step into the the encampment area. And it's very much like a party atmosphere in here.
And then the party
Nobody-
pooper came in.
Well,
Nobody liked it.
there's you immediately watch as the sergeant at arms kind of goes over to the 3 guards. Gentlemen, pull yourself together. We have the Chonde Quorum here with us. You've got to mind yourself. And he's rattling them, trying to get them out of their state. And they're like, I don't know what it is, sir, but just look at her. It's just too much.
Guys
It's
are out
just
of
too
it.
much.
Picked up like a sad puppy. Look at her.
I want to walk up to the sergeant at arms with her, grabbing her by the neck, and just look at her. Isn't she sad?
I hate you all. Just like
can we camp over here?
No, but the actual
Can we just camp?
So,
can we
You
camp?
watch as this
I've
very
already rolled out my bedroll. I've taken 2 tufts of fur from my own body and shoved them in my ears, and I'm falling asleep.
just right in the middle of camp.
Next to the fire. He's right next to the fire.
To be as warm as possible.
A very kind of noble looking
fire to the
gentleman
light,
kind of
look at me.
perks up and goes,
It's
"Oh,
probably
of
gonna be
course,
you.
more the merrier.
I
Just on our
won't,
way
even if
back
it's
home
not you, I
to
won't
Star,
blame you.
don't.
Don't. Not unless you
Meanwhile,
want to
P is
Don't.
slammed against the glass.
I keep staring at her.
I don't think he
For
can hear
Pia
her
to
through
do
it.
that,
You're asleep.
No, I know, but I'm saying the story.
Your 4th wall is closed. You're asleep.
I'm just
Pulls her cloak over.
Um,
just words.
Of course, your Faye, of course,
Yes.
and your bugbear companion is
It's been
very
a long
furry
day.
and very asleep. Please feel free, pick a spot. We're a bit rambunctious this evening. Sorry,
It
but
won't keep him up.
very well. Well, you enjoy your rest. If you prefer to sleep without a watch, we have guards that we've brought with us, so you don't need to worry.
Yeah, I don't.
If you
Okay.
up to you. But
out
if you
of,
do,
out of story and out of character,
No, we-
do we,
if
can
you
we
do,
trust their
if-
guards?
if you
No,
do,
okay.
if you do keep a watch, be sure to let our guards know so they don't accidentally kill you or evidently meet you and then start blubbering and wandering away. I'll have to talk to the sergeant about that. But drinks are over there. Food is over there. Dice and cards over there. Have an excellent evening.
We'll be right here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Thank you.
And he kind of like, it's that kind of lilty laughter of like people with more money than they have time to spend it all. Just
Okay.
kind of like all night long.
We are not letting Pia out.
Dancing lights.
Figures up by the latch.
We are not letting Pia. She will get killed here.
Looking around at people.
They don't feel sorry for her like they feel sorry for you. She will get killed here.
But
I want to
everyone
imagine
would
like
be less
Foxglove is like
depressed.
sitting on Goth's chest, you know, as he's sleeping, like
Just holding the lantern like a
Yeah.
I got my dancing
literally,
lights
it's
that are
just like
like
this.
you know the yokai flames
Exactly.
kind of spirit
yeah,
lights.
yeah.
My dancing lights are like doing that around the lantern.
So
Mhm.
before you guys, he's already in.
He's
his
already
long
out.
rest.
Yeah.
You're in the lamp. You two are
I'll
kind
take
of
first watch.
well. You two are kind of doing an impromptu camp.
yeah.
It's still early in the evening.
Okay.
Or
Then I'm gonna work with Lady.
Lady Hawk. Okay.
I'm not sure working with mine too.
Okay. Give me animal handling as you guys,
I can't speak with animals again.
and you have advantage when you do that.
Ooh, 19 plus.
I'm gonna go to the
16
content
plus 2, 21.
and find the helmet of dread.
So
And put it
21?
on.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
the helmet of dread. It's in the lantern.
In there it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine. She can play with the helmet of dread. It can just be freaking scary. You have plenty of food in there. We can keep you in there for a while.
You don't want me in here forever.
You're right. We don't.
What'd you get for your animal handling?
What, 21.
Shut
Okay.
up, Joker.
Teaching a new command of your choice. What'd you get?
Am I trapped in here,
New
or-
command of your choice.
I will work on.
Pretty sure you're trapped.
Yeah, she
Oh,
wanted
you
to
want to
work
work on his health this time?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I don't think we
Roll.
gave
What'd you
him-
roll for your animal handling?
Mine was 18.
18. Roll a d4.
I have follow, and now I'm teaching it attack.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
That
have
is
that
a
in my
4.
inventory too.
4 extra hit points for your tortoise.
Tomorrow night, I will work on more hit points.
Pia,
Uh-huh.
you find the helmet of dread. It's like
No, she had it. It was in her inventory.
no, you guys put it in the lamp.
I know,
gave
but-
No, I took it from her a long time
Yeah,
ago,
put it
and
in
I
the
put
lantern.
it in the lantern to keep it away from her. And
Yeah.
She just completely we all just forgot it was in
I
there.
didn't. It was in my treasure list.
I kept it in my inventory. I
the
just noticed
the
where it was.
interior of the lamp is kind of unusual right now. You can always see through the thin like veil of glass that contains the lamp's energy. It's the equivalent of a portable hole inside of it, right? So it's got some space, it's got some room. It's a little full of apples right now,
which I'm eating.
but you know, down in the middle of the lamp, you can see the big giant helmet of dread just kind of yeah, you find it, and as you kind of hold on to it, this would be new experience for you. The glow of the interior of the helmet begins to pulse slightly, and this echoey voice, "Well, hello there. Pleasure to meet you. Finally."
General Kenobi.
You could talk.
Well, I can't talk in the material plane, but as you know, you and your friends do not live in. You're like you're holding on to it, giving it a hug. Yes, thank you for the hugs. I was wondering, you wouldn't happen to know any spells, would you?
I do.
Do you know one called Remove Curse?
I have a cursed spell book. Does that count?
Where did you get a cursed spellbook from?
I found it.
Have you tried reading it?
Yeah.
What does it say? What does it do?
Open it up and things fall down. It's crazy.
No, you can't hear. That's the problem with the lantern. You can't hear anything inside of it.
As
It's
the
sealed.
owner of the lantern, can I hear it?
No,
you're
not,
asleep.
not when the door's locked. I think when the door's unlocked, we can, but when the door's locked, we can't.
Correct, because that seals the fey or the
Yeah.
the fey pocket.
Mhm.
Well, then how can we hear it going? "Bleh"? Yeah,
You
let
don't.
me
We
You
out.
only-
don't technically
see,
hear her. You just see her.
We
doing it.
only
okay.
we only hear it inside the lantern when we don't lock
I'm
it.
gonna go back to acting like I'm still asleep then.
Okay.
Well, maybe I can help you read the spell book.
Really? What's your name?
No,
We've been calling you Drake.
No, my name's Hemo.
I'm gonna back to this room.
Wait, hold on.
I've been in this helmet for a very long time.
Chemo?
Yes, Hemo. Hemo. Hemo.
Mo.
That's my shortened name. My entire name would take so long for you to understand, you'll probably just fall asleep.
Chemocraft.
No.
Chemopotamus.
Are you going to be guessing my name this whole night?
It'll take as long as it'll take to spell out your name.
Put me on, and perhaps I can help you read. the spell book.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
I think that would be amazing.
Of course, I absolutely do this.
Yeah, you got.
Wait, didn't you lose the spell book inside the Fey pocket too?
I had that still in my inventory.
Yeah, but I thought we left it in the Fey pocket.
It's in my we're in there, but it's in my inventory.
I think she left that on her person.
I
Yeah.
thought she put it in the.
Hold on.
Check your notes, Muscoats.
I everything that's no longer in my inventory, I usually note where it is.
Yeah.
And I don't take it out of my inventory. It's still there.
Okay.
No, she kept it on her person.
So as you begin thumbing through the book, for the first time, the words begin to make sense.
See,
Yes, you see. Now,
you seem like a friendly guy.
I'm very friendly. I am, you know what? You're the kind of person that requires a best friend.
You're gonna be my best friend.
I am going to be your
Oh my god, you're the best friend. Tell the others just a second. I start knocking on this.
because you're on watch,
Mhm.
right? You've settled in with your tortoise, after teaching him, and you're still asleep.
I-
You look,
Best friend.
and she's wearing the helmet of dread. Can't hear her, but she
But she wrote
breathes on
best
the
friend.
lantern glass and writes best friend on it. Like
Backwards.
she's telling you that you're her best friend.
She thinks I'm her best
Yeah,
friend.
that's pretty much.
I love you too.
Okay, and I go back to the book.
Yeah, you go turn away. You go
And
back into the, yeah, you sit down and So since we're now best friends, tell me something about yourself.
Well, I was raised in the Feywild,
Oh, of course.
and
you are.
just wandering
Go
around,
ahead
and
and
I
walk me
found
in,
myself
but
in this Fey
Kind of scared
pocket
why she has
where
the
we are now,
Yes.
and and
Is this when we're
training. or is-
during we're training, or is this
This is
by
after.
the time? Okay, this is
You're
by
on
the time
watch.
We're watching. You're
She's asleep. He's asleep, and this is what she's doing.
Right.
Because she's got a new best friend,
Right.
and she's ramped up.
and I met some other fairies and this bugbear guy, and they're so much fun. We get to go all
Oh.
over the place
Excellent.
and blow things
Yes, you
up.
see, I do have a sentient awareness when I'm outside.
So you know them. They're so
I
cool.
have experienced a little bit of them. Remember, you threw me inside.
I
He
didn't
did.
do
The
that.
big furry guy.
Yeah.
threw me in the air.
You remember
Yes.
You remember the cloak I have attached to you? That was so much
Yeah,
fun.
that was pretty cool. People
Yeah.
were quite afraid.
I think you still have the cloak on.
Yeah, it's still on there, still attached.
Yeah.
No, I think you have the cloak on.
No, I attached it
To the helmet.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That was
because it was too big for me, honestly.
Yeah.
and it didn't shrink to my
So
size.
now it's like
Right.
this big helmet with like this big cloak on it.
So it's like giant
And you're just
pirate.
sitting there, like looking up, having this conversation with the spell book opened up in front of you, right?
Uh-huh.
wrapped up in the cloak.
You're and now that it's no longer blurry, like you can see the words, you can see all the images and everything in the book.
Uh-huh.
There's one spell that you come across where it's this mound of dirt, and this skeleton is like pulling itself out of it, and you're reading it. It says something like "raised dead." on
That's
it.
cool.
You turn the next page. The next one is some spell called enthrall. You turn it to the next page, and the next one is curse, like the actual curse spell itself.
Yeah,
And you begin to realize this is an entire book of necromancy.
that's
The
so cool.
whole book.
Oh my god! I
And
can bring
it's
everybody
like,
back that I've killed. I mean,
and you get to the very last page, and there's like this demonic figure on the last page.
uh-huh.
It's kind of got its hands folded together like this.
Uh-huh.
and and it's like folded like this with the big curly horns and this sinister looking grin. And in Infernal, it's Hemotysis.
Hemotysis. Give me a second. I'm gonna write that down on this helmet for no reason.
Hemotysis. Hemotysis.
She has a demon.
Huh?
A demon?
You're not there.
No, but the picture.
Looks like one. So now that I've shown you how to read this book,
Yeah.
there's a really cool spell I can teach you.
Yeah.
It's called Shadow Step.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so what it allows you to do is it allows you to see a spot 30 feet away,
Uh-huh.
whether you're in here or out there.
Oh, you mean really
And then you
out?
can simply bam to that spot.
Oh my god, that sounds so cool, Hemo.
So this is how this works. And through part of the night,
Mhm.
what's your primary stat? Intelligence or wisdom?
Charisma, because I'm sorcerer.
That's right, you're sorcerer. Give me a charisma roll because this would actually fit in with this.
17 plus 4 for
21. By morning time, you will have learned Shadow Step in the
Sweet.
morning.
Can I add that somehow? I don't know.
And
It-
under
It's
notes.
hard. You have to add it into notes.
Yeah.
Okay.
D&D
just add it in
Beyond's
notes.
kind of.
I could probably give myself a feature.
Yeah, you can give yourself a feature Shadow Step as a bonus action. You know Shadow Step now because of Hemo's assistance. Give me a perception roll as you take first watch. Are you waking either Goth or Merryweather for a watch?
Goth. Perception, I think 18. That's plus 4. Yeah, 18.
It's an interesting group of people. You could tell that they're wealthy. You could tell that they're wealthy travelers. They spend most of the night gambling and drinking. The guards aren't particularly good, especially 3 of the guards that seem to break into like hysterical fits of crying from time to time. You know,
Even after she's asleep?
yeah, they seem normal, and then suddenly they just start kind of having traumatic breakdown. No, it wasn't real. It wasn't real. The sergeant said so. And then tries to focus. There's no sense of a threat. Like they're still up and partying. The guards are taking, I would say, but near the tail end of your watch, you notice that most of the travelers have crawled into their wagons to, sleep the night. It's just the silence of the night camp and the occasional clang of metal from the guards kind of pacing around the perimeter. But nothing untoward happens during your watch.
Wake up, Goth.
Goth, you feel the heavy nudge.
But
When you wake up Merryweather at the end of your shift, make sure she does not open the lamp for Pia.
okay.
Goth, give me a perception check.
You look like you're falling back asleep.
So,
It's plus 3.
mathing, not mathing. 19.
19. There was the briefest moment during your watch that you swore you saw a very excited Pia, like pretending to be like this superhero. Like she's got her arms out and she's whooshing around. She's got the helmet on and the cloak is flapping behind her. Her mouth is moving like she's talking to someone, which she's probably just talking to herself. She seems very excited. And for the first time in a long time, it's peace and quiet at night. It's like in the middle of the night.
It's almost uneasy.
All you can hear is just the other guards changing shifts. You can hear the far camp that their drunken banter has already turned into a fight. That sound of a bunch of drunk assholes kind of duking it out. And it's first time it's normal. It's silent. Give me a Constitution save, if you would, please.
Good God, why?
Obviously, because I have a new best friend.
No.
I'm just gonna assume everything's because of my new best friend.
Do I add on my plus?
Yep.
24.
You fight off that feeling of sleep. You so want to go back to sleep, but you fight it off. You manage to stay awake. You walk over to where Merryweather is. You nudge her and wake her for the final watch.
Your turn.
He turns and goes right back to sleep.
Oh, yeah. No warning, no nothing. Okay.
You're awake.
No, well, I was gonna say, your turn. Pia seemed overly excited in Lantern. I go back to bed.
Give me a perception check as you take the final watch.
Let's see. My perception was skills. Let's see. That is a 14 plus perception 2, so that's 16.
16.
It's not the greatest, but not the worst.
Your watch goes pretty quietly. Before long, the sun rises. It's early morning. The camp is beginning to roust. People are beginning to wake up. You can hear the sounds of horses being hooked up to wagons, the sound of the forest behind you coming alive with the morning creatures. It's early morning, second day of travel.
Just out of curiosity, so the lantern itself is basically a place all to itself, right? It's not technically with because I was wondering if this would, if I take it would be like basically a channeling of divinity or the path to the grave. Basically, it says you can basically you can sense undead creatures within 30 feet. Or no, eyes of the action says you can locate any undead within 60 feet. That thing wasn't undead, was well,
You'd have to activate
the thing inside the lantern.
No,
Or
it's not inherent. You actually have to.
activate eyes of
activate
the
it.
grave.
Mm-hmm.
It's a channel divinity, I believe.
Yep.
It's because it just says eyes of the grave as it's as an action. I was
Yep.
gonna say you know the location of any undead within 60 feet.
Yeah, but I think it uses one of your channel divinity.
It does. That's why it's
no,
in
it just
channel.
says 2 uses per long.
Right.
2 uses per long. That's why I was like, could I use it during this one?
Does this count as one of my prepared spells or no?
This is not a spell.
Okay.
You feel like you and this mysterious friend of yours made a pact or agreement,
Cool.
and
Is
this
it- is it
agreement
like
has
gonna be
given you
gonna
this
be power?
power.
Yeah. Do I have to be? Or is there like
No.
a warlock initiate?
No, you don't have to.
Well, there are feats for that.
Yeah, there's a warlock initiate, but you get like a. I wonder if that could be one of them. Is a shadow step like
Yeah,
an eldritch
believe so.
invocation?
I'm
Might.
gonna look it up. I'm
Okay.
gonna look it up because that might be how you could get it in your character.
The
'Cause I think-
smell wakes you up, God. Smell of a fresh breakfast. Bacon, eggs, pastries. As you watch
gonna
this
say,
professional
sorry, that's
looking chef kind of crawl out of the back of one of the wagons and has set up this like elaborate buffet. Hungover and staggering, half naked, half still kind of drunk people coming out of their wagons, walking up to the buffet station and scooping up food and sitting in their little like leather seats and kind of pulling their blankets over their shoulders. They all look haggard and they're kind of eating and kind of just talking amongst themselves. The gentleman stands up, sees you guys waking up. There's food over here if you'd like it. Feel free, dig in.
I'm gonna bumble my way over to the buffet table, and since I am an 8-foot tall beast, I'm not gonna even bother going to sit down at the table. I'm gonna sit right in front of the buffet table and just start shoving food in my mouth.
Let's be civilized about it. Goth, get a plate.
To the 3 guards. just
Okay,
don't feel
from the
bad.
buffet table to the plate to my mouth. I'm not moving a step further.
It's like a chain reaction.
with a pinky out. Don't forget.
So whoever
I'm just
consumes
using a plate as a
whoever consumes the meal, you get 5 temporary hit points.
I make a plate for Pia.
Okay. And you gain advantage on initiative checks for the next 24 hours.
I do make a plate for Pia.
Can you repeat that so I can write it down?
Advantage.
You gain
add-
5 temporary hit points for 24 hours, and you gain advantage on initiative for the next 24 hours. It's morning. Where are you guys heading off to next?
Back towards the Caves of Chaos. Yeah, back towards the valley.
The jump off point, or are you heading towards the valley this time?
The jump off point? The jump off point.
jump
Okay.
off point.
Guys, tack up the horses.
We're
and-
going to thank them for their hospitality.
Oh, of course. We're thinking about taking off this today. We don't know. It's such a lovely spot.
If you're still here when we pass through on the way back, we'll stop
Of
by.
course, stop on by. It'll be great.
How long have you guys been here?
I don't know, 4 or 5 days.
Oh, okay.
Quite fun here, actually.
It's
There's-
nice weather.
Say
Plenty
magic.
to eat.
What were they eating?
What did we eat?
Obviously, something that give you 5 temporary hit points.
There was
You
sausage,
had-
there was sausage, bacon, biscuits, and eggs. Literally just said that.
I mean, what was the sausage made from?
There were mushrooms in there.
Intercrude remark here. Anyway,
Insight check.
Give me an insight check as you're walking away, heading off towards the jump off point. And
Yeah,
on your
Medical
horse.
check
horses
to
too.
see if I'm like, oh, I just out of curiosity.
Dirty 20.
okay.
10.
10.
I believe because I know it was. I'm proficient in medicine +4, so 17 +4,
21.
21.
I mean, it's strange that they seem to be lingering here, partying, gambling, and 5 days, but yet they're eating like they've got endless food. It's a little strange. Just a little creepy.
It's probably a Fae group that's
Are we okay?
masquerading and trying to pull in travelers.
I mean, you don't feel like you're missing any gear. They didn't bother you in the middle of the night. I mean,
They probably only didn't bother us because we're Fae.
Okay. Nope, I ain't gonna question it. Let's
It's
just
probably
go.
all fake. Probably all fake. It's all a mirage.
We have eaten leaves.
no, your stomachs are full. You feel like the
Their stomachs
food
could
was
be full.
excellent.
It's probably bugs.
Well,
I like bugs.
bugs are okay.
So you guys follow the trail out towards the jump off point. You begin to see it. As you leave the edge of the forest behind you and the different
Oh, when we leave, we open up Pia.
you open up
We
you
let-
with a knife.
Oh,
We let Pia out.
We apparently opened you up surgically.
Oh, boy.
We just peel you out of the helm.
are you continuing to wear the helm when you
Of course
come
I
out?
am.
Okay.
But we don't care about that
No.
because
As far
I
as you
thought I
know,
was your best friend.
But you were giving her hearts. I thought she was your best friend. Wait.
Are you there for that?
No, you weren't there for
Oh, I
that.
was
I
asleep.
thought I was your best friend.
I love you still. I say, patting your head.
Okay, I love you too.
Who is
every
your
now and
new-
then she's
who is
got
your
a
new
deep
best
voice.
friend?
The helmet of dread kicks in. Oh, I am the dread pirate Robert. So she's like,
And I shadow step.
Who the fuck is Hemo?
so as she says that, she's like midair, and she says, "Hebo, you're awesome." And then suddenly she's gone. She just disappears, and then 30 feet later, you see her reappear.
Do we know she could do that?
She did not do that before.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
I mean, she does a lot of weird shit.
She set things on fire, but not usually disappears like that. I mean, but she did disappear and get eaten by a snake.
Do you think the helm has that power to make her do that?
Do you want to try it and find out?
No, it's ugly.
I'll try it and find out.
I mean, you can't get uglier.
Oh, mean. And then I look at you with full depression. I want you to feel the saddest you've ever felt because of that.
Her eyes go
See?
full anime.
Just full on big
No,
eyeballs.
it's the
I
full,
told
it's
you
the
you
Puss in
couldn't
Boots
get
effect.
under-
Yeah, just she pulls down her cloak hood, wraps it in her.
See? That'll be an improvement. I don't think we're gonna get it off of Pia though.
Let's find out. Pia! Apple!
She just spent the night in the lantern with a
You
bunch
know, there was more.
There's no more apples in it.
I got this. Hey, Pia, I saved you a breakfast sandwich.
Big sandwich.
No, I already.
Doesn't mean she doesn't have 4 stomachs. Food!
It's true.
I teleport, and your hands are gone with the sandwich inside my hands, and the whole helmet, including me and the cloak, just hovering over you as you hear.
Quick, while she's distracted.
Quick, what?
Sleight of hand.
It's more of a contest.
Contest? Okay.
So I'd say either athletics or acrobatics. Either athletics
mean,
or acrobatics.
You
if she
could have
tries
just asked for it.
Does she?
When does Meriwether ever?
Does Meriwether get advantage because I'm helping her to distract Pia?
I'll lower the DC.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a good test.
It's gonna
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you advantage on that. That makes sense because he is letting Pia eat the sandwich.
Out of my bare
12.
hands.
12.
As she's
19.
munching, I
19.
feel her teeth.
You're
I feel her-
busy eating, so you don't even really feel it happen. You yoink the helmet off
with cloak attached.
with the cloak attached. And you put it on. Other than your eyes glow red and you kind of look dreadful, nothing else
And you
really
float
happens.
with the cloak, don't you float? Oh no,
No, she's
you
flying.
just fly.
Yeah.
But she's not.
She
flying.
can't
Can't
fly.
I can't fly.
Just
I
really
just hold the
heavy.
thing on the ground. Just
Yeah, it's like really heavy and
Box love.
cumbersome, and
Yeah.
Fox, put,
you kind of like in your mind, you're like 30 feet that way, and nothing happens.
Foxglove,
No.
put Meriwether in lantern. We must hide helmet from Pia.
Okay. I pick Meriwether up and I put her in the lantern.
Inside.
As do you let her?
Lock on me now.
Do you let her put you in the lantern?
Yes.
I didn't.
Okay. So you tell her to hide the helmet in the lantern. So she guides you into the lantern.
No,
and
I
you're-
just pick her up and put
and
her in the lantern.
inside.
She's
Yeah.
got the strength to
Yeah,
do it.
this is true. You're now inside the lamp.
It's not locked though. But we didn't lock it. I didn't lock it.
She would lock me in there, given that
She's still eating a sandwich out of his hands.
That's fair.
Did she eat it? No.
It was a big
Sandwich.
goth-sized
Goth-sized
sandwich.
So Scooby Doo did no.
Yeah, pretty much.
I suppose
But knowing Pia,
just still kind of
Nothing happens. No response. Still just a dread helmet.
what did you do? Is there a look around the helmet? Just is there anything
Give me
like-
investigation or Arcana if you want, as you examine the helmet.
I'm okay with Arcana.
Now we wait and see if Pia locks her in.
That is 16 plus 3, so that is a 19.
Just the illusionary glyph that's on the forehead, the one that gives it its dread power. Other than that, you don't really notice anything else.
Oh, she did right. I thought she wrote home Hector or home or something in there.
Hemotisis, is it Hemotisis?
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna. Nope. Darn.
sounds like it's spelled like a disease.
Kinda.
Wait, was I supposed to hide it? I can't remember.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just.
Pia, you finish the sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not really thinking anything's changed.
Mhm.
You want to try to bamf again, see what happens?
Yeah.
You do it. You like close your eyes and think about going that way 30 feet, and you.
I actually go towards the lantern and I put a lock on it.
Holding the helmet, and I'm like, oh no.
I don't know if I noticed.
I fly
You want to
with
do
the
sleight
key.
of hand, or are you trying to be stealthy?
No, I fly with the key.
Just have
But
to-
not
just
like
the
a
key.
genius.
It's just a latch. It's not a key. It's just a little latch.
Well, the
that you flip
lantern
out.
is on my person, so I don't really understand why you had to shadow step to it.
I don't think you have to shadow step 30 feet. It could
It's
be
10 feet,
anywhere
5
within
feet.
30 feet.
She's pretty much blinking all over the place, all around you.
I don't know the rules to this yet. So I'm using it before he gives me limitations.
Yeah.
What, like fucking Nightcrawler from X-Men?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh no. King.
It's loud inside the lantern.
Yep, but there ain't. I'm not like crap. There's no sound.
No, I think we can hear knocking.
No.
No. It's because we couldn't. It's like even licking or anything like that.
Yeah,
so-
you can't hear a thing when you're inside.
Shit.
I noticed. Can I roll to see if I notice Merryweather hasn't come out yet?
That you would realize she hasn't yet, and she's
Okay.
cackling and buzzing around you like she's laughing her ass
Okay, I
off.
noticed Merryweather hasn't come out and I unlatched the lantern.
Yeah, she tumbles out.
I picked her up, put her on my shoulder.
Look it up, you bitch.
Sacred light, or sacred flame.
No,
not
we
like-
don't need to attack
No,
party
No,
members.
the Shadow Step's one of my homebrews.
Oh, okay, that's why I'm like trying to
Yeah,
find it.
I doubt you're gonna find it. Yeah, it's one of my homebrews.
Okay.
It's basically the martial arts equivalent of Blink.
Is it like Misty Step with shadows?
It's
Okay.
just instead of Misty Step, it's called Shadow Step.
I like my
Let's continue
description
on.
better.
Yeah. You guys start heading towards the jump off point. As you begin to get closer to it, it is a well-traveled area. It's about maybe half a square mile of rough rocks and trees that kind of give you the feeling that over time this place has just kind of been forested out, and like, you know, people have harvested trees. You know, like it was probably once connected to a larger forest, but over time it's kind of shrunk and been used. You can see lots of abandoned crates, wagons with broken wheels. This feels like a point where people meet and maybe gather things up and then continue the journey.
Do we see the symbols we found from when we investigated the farmstead?
Not quite close enough yet to be able to do that. Question is, do you continue to approach?
Do we see anyone?
Currently, you do not.
I say
We don't hear anyone?
Give me a perception check as you take a little bit more time to investigate.
21.
I got
How many times are you going to roll
I
21
don't know
tonight?
how many times I keep rolling 17s. And
Well, I gotta-
my perception's +4.
I got a 23, so nat 20.
Okay, 23. Merriweather, do you want to?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, go for it.
Kia, what do you see?
What do I see?
Give me a perception check.
15.
15.
That's a 19 plus stuff. Let's see. 19 plus perception +3.
22.
How long does temp HP last for?
24 hours.
24 hours. It's +5 for 24
Unless
hours.
or until you lose them. You don't heal them back.
It's like Grand Theft Auto.
Never played
Your
them.
armor never heals. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. You guys start getting closer. You see no signs of anybody in the area. This appears to be a lot of cast-off equipment, is what it feels like. You do notice similar markings on some of this equipment that would indicate this is some of the missing wagons and caravans as well. There's a recently used fire pit that would have been used last night. Beyond, there's heavy footfall trails, like these heavily used trails that go directly towards the valley.
Does it look like there's like a lot of footsteps on the ground? Like there's
A
no
lot.
Like
Give me a survival
Any
check
horse?
to see if you can sort it out.
any horse?
Give me a survival check, see if you can sort it out.
I'm gonna investigate the equipment.
Give me investigation.
Oh crap!
It's not a
19.
Where'd
my dice
go?
I got a 19.
19.
I see it.
Floor dice. Up for
Is it
grabs.
this one?
Floor dice.
Is it this one? Is it this one? This one here?
What you
You
do?
okay?
I have a cramp.
Is it on the bad leg?
I mean, any cramp is bad.
Yeah, I know, but it's also he got injured from motorcycle accident.
Don't hold on to that shelf. That shelf ain't for holding. That shelf's for
Looking pretty.
yeah.
It is all decor.
So with your 19s,
I didn't roll yet. What was I rolling with?
investigation.
Oh, I guess mine is only 17.
I also got a
didn't realize
19.
it was perception.
But
I mean, I thought it was perception.
mine was survival.
It wasn't my
like,
bad.
You're-
yeah, mine.
You
was
two
a
were
22.
survival
Oh, okay. That
because you were checking
19.
the trails.
19.
His was investigation because he went over to check the equipment.
And he asked
That's a
me,
bad leg cramp, bro.
yeah, why aren't
Want some
you eating
bioplasma?
bananas?
I can give you some bioplasma.
Why aren't you eating bananas?
It's probably not from lack of potassium. It's probably from dehydration.
That's also bad. Why aren't
Yeah,
you drinking
we just don't
water?
have that.
As we all grab our giant water flasks. So with that,
I think it also might be because of exhaustion too.
Yeah,
as you're examining the trails beyond that lead towards the valley, and you're looking to see, the two of you come across the reality. There are at least anywhere from 2 to 3 dozen people gradually coming and going from there.
2 to 3 dozen?
Horses, heavy steel-toed, like iron boots, and they're not even covering their tracks. There is definitely heavy traffic coming from there. As you see him go off to go investigate all the equipment and what was left kind of cast off, two of you stare. Coming up over the ridgeline, coming out of the valley, you see a dozen figures coming in your direction.
Way.
and with my
That's
perception,
where we're going to finish tonight.
I had a 22 perception. Did I see
Wait,
what they look
Do
like?
they see us?
We will come back to that next week.
22 perception. 22 perception.
Well, remember though, you were looking down into the jump off point. You weren't looking over
Okay.
there.
What did I see at the jump off point? Do I want to jump? Do I?
All right, everyone. Thank you for coming out. These people are crazy. I apologize.
I know.
We'll be back here next Monday. Be safe, be kind, and don't forget, play a game.
Play a game. And shut us
Night all.
And I
I was so terrified when she decided to go in and get that help.